it, I can't do much else with the screen. So I'm hoping it plays good. And I'm going to fast forward through some of her because there's, she puts her own notes in it. But this I thought was an interesting story. Wow, the sound is bad. It is really bad. Maybe I need to move to the living room. Now it's cutting out again. Alright, I'm going to move to the living room and the kids can just go in their room to watch TV. Okay. Maybe if I sit on top of my Wi-Fi, no, it's restream. I was working pretty good for me. Alright, I'm going to the other room. Here we go. Sorry guys, this all worked out fine earlier. I think it's the signal today. Okay guys, you gotta go to your room to watch TV because I need to go live out here. It's not working good in the other room. How's that sound? How's that? Is it better? My audio is still really bad? What the hell is going on? Did that make it any better? You switching rooms and everything? Static noise, sorry about that. What the hell is TV? Won't shut off. Okay. Can anybody tell me if the sound is better? Jeez, what is going on? I need to go to settings and see what I can figure out, Still bad. Let me try again. I'm going to reload again, guys. Okay, let me know if that made a difference. I just reloaded. Go into settings for the sound. And there we go. Difference. Did that make a difference? Maybe it's the quality. I'm trying to go too high on the quality. Let me go to video. Let me try that. If there's no change, right now it's good. Yeah, it seems loud. All right. Looks good. It's sounding better. Static is gone. All right. I think I figured this out. I'm sorry, guys. I thank you so much for being patient with me. Okay, so this story, like I said, it may it may make people mad, but I just thought it was something. Being a parent, I just thought it was something that needed talked about. Sounds like you're at an airport with blowing air, huh? Let me change. Maybe it's the speaker. Let me change back to. hmm, I don't get what's going on. Maybe if I turn it down a little bit, you can hear my air actually blowing in the background. Hmm. Okay. Maybe go back in now that I fixed the settings. Maybe that'll work better. And I can go back in the other room. It's so overcast, cloudy today, and when it's overcast, cloudy, we have horrible signals. It rained all freaking night. It's been awful. But do you still hear that? Al, do you still hear it? It sounds like the air's blowing. I can't believe it picked up my central air blowing. That's crazy. So is the sound any better, or is it just okay? Is it better? You can hear me without all the static and stuff. Uh, Better, yes. Okay. All right. All right. Sounds better. Okay. I'm going to share content. Right now, you can go back out here. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to get my kids situated because I keep kicking them out of their room and taking over. And now I'm back. Yeah. Yes, I say go for it. Yeah, I want to do this because this is. I don't know. I'm a parent, and I've had a teenager, and I've also been a foster parent. I have an issue. Oh, thank you, Revival. Aw. Yeah, Al, if you can hear me, can you share my links, please? Because I don't even want to mess with anything and try to mess up anything. But I have issues with this. I have issues with a 36-year-old woman. Well, at the time she would have been, maybe 34, 35, having any kind of conversations with a 13-year-old boy. So, yeah, is this grooming? Some people say it is grooming. Um, you guys watch it and you tell me what you think. I know what my opinion is as a parent, and I'll tell you right now, I have a 5 year old and a 7.5 year old. And at 13, no way in hell. Sorry, no way in hell. Are they talking to any adults online? I don't care. And the group room was called the Weenies. It was this, some of the stuff that was said. Hey, rarely cares. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad you did. They're YouTubers. Colleen Ballinger is a YouTuber, social media influencer. Um, Adam McIntyre is. They got big channels. I mean, big. She had, I think, what was it, over 8 million subs, something like that, and he's over 200K. So they're big. Um, it just kind of. I just have issues with it being a parent. And she's a parent. That's the scariest thing. Is she's a parent of multiples. and was married. But let's go for it. This is from, like I said, from Reddit, and I'll share once this is over. I'll share the links to um, Are You YouTube Drama um, in my links, and the links to Colleen's channel and Adam's, because Adam actually has her video, Colleen's, of her response to him coming out and telling the truth about what was going on. It's kind of creepy to me.
Today we're going to be talking about everything that's been going on with Colleen, which if you guys have not heard about it, don't worry, I'm going to fill you in. I'm also going to link the videos down below that I think are very important to watch if you are interested, because I'm going to be showing you guys some clips from them. First and foremost, please go support the people who are sharing this and opening up about what happened to them, because I know that it's extremely hard to do, especially with somebody who has as big of a following on their platform as she does. And the last time that this person tried to come out about what happened to them, they were attacked and they stopped posting content. So I'm doing this video because I am
And that's true. I was watching Adam, some of his videos yesterday and last night. You can't hear her? All right, let me turn the volume up. I turned the volume down because I didn't want to be too loud, but let me turn the volume up. Let's see if that helps. I was watching some of Adam's videos last night, and when he first came out and told the truth about what was going on, they went her fans went after him big time. Now, mind you, he was a kid. I mean, now he's what, 20? Yeah. Let's see if this makes the sound any better.
extremely passionate about the well-being of children on my channel, and it's something that I feel very deeply about. And you guys know this, if you watch my videos, you know. If you don't, hi, hello, I feel very passionate about the well-being of children over here on this channel. And I'm not entirely sure how old Colleen Ballinger is, but I believe she's in her 30s, and guess what, so am I. And coming from one 30-something-year-old woman to another, the stuff that I heard that she is accused of is so messed up. First and foremost, there is absolutely nothing good that can come from adults having a group chat with minors or private messaging with them on regular basis, using them for venting and using them to like go out into the social media world and defend you on your behalf to get other people on your side. Like,
The clicking on the video isn't for me. That's in her video. There's nothing I could do about it. But this group is the group I was telling you about. It was a group of, Adam says there was probably 20 people in it at one time, a lot of young teenagers, and she was one of the adults, and this Miranda Sings was one of the other adults involved. And yeah, they were communicating with these minors, and they called the group Weenies. Hey, Amethyst.
using these kids to do what she wants them to do. We're gonna first talk about Adam, who made a video 3 years ago talking about his experience with Colleen Ballinger. Now, I need all of you to really look at these pictures of Colleen as Miranda Sings with this child. Looking at these photos really puts into perspective how young he is. I cannot imagine.
Miranda Sings is one of her, I guess, alter egos or something on her social media, on her YouTube. Some people got confused and thought it was two different people. It's not. It's actually her. It's actually Colleen Ballinger. Hey, crazy nurse.
Imagine being a woman in my 30s looking at this child and wanting to communicate with him in the manner that she did. Colleen has come out in the past and she has said that, of course, she talks to her minor fans. She talks to her adult fans too. There's nothing wrong with responding to somebody that is a fan of you and being kind to them. The level of engagement that she had with this little boy, this little child, is so uncomfortable for me. So when you guys hear this story, I want you to see this child. It was April 28th, 2020, when Adam Mcintyre posted a video on his YouTube channel titled Colleen Ballinger, Stop Lying.
I ran a fan page on Instagram that I created in 2014 and a fan page on Twitter that I created in 2013, which I dedicated all of my time to. It was just me supporting the Ballinger family.
And apparently at the time that he did this video, he had to turn his comments off. People were attacking him. And then she posted like a 12-minute video about it and just kind of manipulated the situation.
It absolutely breaks my heart to see people saying negative things about me interacting with my fans based on this situation. I love talking to my fans. I love interacting with my fans. My fans are many different ages. So yes, there are some teenagers, but there's also adults. And I have definitely overshared with fans when they have asked me what's wrong or asked me how I'm feeling or try to console me when I'm feeling down. I definitely have overshared in the past with them and talked with them a little too much when I should have kept things to myself or talked to family or close friends instead. Oh, I should.
Wait a minute. He was a child. You sent him your underwear. You had inappropriate conversations with him. That's not oversharing. That's just disgusting, in my opinion. Hey, Outlaw.
Should have never sent a fan underwear. How stupid am I? No, I definitely should have never given him access to my Twitter account. And no, I shouldn't have talked to him as often as I did. But
He's lying because I watched videos of Adam last night, and Adam's parents even heard her asking him if he got the lingerie. And yes, by all means, talk to your fans, but he's a child. You're a grown adult, a married woman with children. And you're lying because you did. Because his parents heard you say that, which you'll hear when I play his video.
I am not a monster.
And now we're hearing 3 years later that at that time, she was going behind the scenes and private messaging other fans to get them to post things on her behalf and defend her in this situation, knowing that it is a minor she was sending these people after.
Now, I believe the reason that she DM'd me was so I would make this video. I would make a video that would defend her. I had a parasocial relationship with her. I was gonna say whatever I could to make her think I was on her side because I wanted her to like me. I'm just being honest. That's what it was. The red flags were literally waving in my face, and I was just like, la-di-da-di-da, like not even paying attention to them.
She's just like, I'm trying to do my best to respect his family's wishes and to protect him, as am I.
So she's saying here that she's respecting my family's wishes and respecting me because I'm a child and not talking shit about me or not making a video about me. And here she is manically messaging people to get them to do it instead of her.
But in her video, she tried to act as if, you know, she didn't really want to talk about it because she didn't want anybody to go after this minor.
And a lot of you wanted me to address it, and I didn't. I didn't address it not because I was just ignoring it and hoping it would go away, but because when this person messaged me letting me know they were upset, I responded immediately. I was very shocked and confused. I expressed I didn't know what they were talking about, and I also expressed frustration that they were trying to bring my son's name into their drama. Then I received a message from this person's mother asking me to not speak his name. So I was trying to respect the mother's wishes and the parents' wishes of this 17-year-old. But it has gotten to a point where there are so many rumors and lies and speculations going around, I feel like I need to address it. I do have receipts.
But I'm waiting for the delay. Okay. She is a classic manipulator on here. Like, how many others have been shown repeatedly on here? She's manipulating the whole situation. Because I'm going to show you in detail Adam's videos. It was more than her just talking to a fan. And now let's remember, now this was a 13, 14-year old child. I don't care that he was a teenager. He's still very much a child. But she manipulates and he goes off.
proving the things that I'm about to tell you. However, I feel uncomfortable sharing them because he is a minor.
If you're so aware that it's a minor that you're talking to, that you need to say that in your video, then you should have been aware you shouldn't have been talking to him like this to begin with. Now we're gonna get into the context of this situation and why these videos were posted to begin with, because you're probably a little bit confused just like I was. In order to tell that, we got to go to the very beginning, and we're going to start where there was a group chat called the Weenies that Colleen had started that had minors in it. One of those minors was Adam Mcintyre, who was between the ages of 13 and 14 years old. So there are apparently a lot of people that were in this group chat that are now adults that are looking at it and they're like, wow, this is actually really messed up. I will tell you this, I am fully convinced that if a man was saying and doing the things that Colleen was doing, he would have been canceled. And I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. This is not the way a 30-something-year-old adult
She's a lot of videos. She has her alter ego, which is Miranda Sings, and she sings. But she has a lot of videos with her children and her, and I believe even her husband's in a few. She's big. She had a lot of followers. She's a big channel. I don't get where she thought this was okay. Um, but she did a lot of. She was an influencer. She did products and stuff because she had twins, So, and she did her whole pregnancy was on YouTube on her videos. And hey Sally, hey T Kelly, but she is a master manipulator. She really is. She's good at it.
woman or man should talk to a teenager. This is weird behavior. This is not normal. And if you are a teenager and you have somebody that's in their 30s talking to you like this, I'm here to tell you this is not normal. I mean, there are group texts where she's in a group with people. She knows they are underaged. She knows that they are. And she's asking them things like, are you a virgin? What's your favorite sex position? She asked him that when he was 15 years old.
Yeah, duh. He was a child. He's not even the only child that she was talking to. She was literally in DMs talking to children about sex. Here's one. Are you a virgin?
Okay. So, I never thought these messages would get out, but that was to me. And I wrote in the group chat and said, I'm doing a YouTube Q&A and I need questions. I'm doing questions for your Q&A when my friends would be like, what's your opinion on Mariah's new song or something? So she goes, are you a virgin?
In the Colleen Ballinger fandom, you know
I was like
about
15.
this group chat. She's also asking...
And she asked me what my favorite sex position is. Now, if that doesn't validate any of the stories that she would be talking openly about herself,
Okay. I have an issue. Why on earth is this grown-ass woman, who is a mother herself and married, asking a 13, 14, or even 15-year-old what kind of positions and stuff he likes? That is inappropriate. Maybe it's just me. I know what I would do if someone was doing that to my child. I hate T. Marie. And she was well aware that he was a minor, as were many in this group, the Weenies, that she started to talk to children. He didn't put these messages out. Somebody else did. Do you all think she was trying to that she was grooming any of these kids in that group? The weenies. I don't know. I don't know.
Sex with her ex-husband to me, then I don't know what will. Or speaking about, sex with her, boyfriend at the time whenever she was on her Hawaii trip, I don't know what will. That literally in a group chat of a lot of people, she was asking me questions about my sex life at 15. These messages were not even leaked by me. Someone in that group chat started leaking all of this stuff because someone else in this chat knew that this was wrong.
And then at one point he says that his ass looked so good and she said, send pictures. Can you imagine if that was a man? Can you imagine if a man said that? Like, I really need to reiterate here that this is a group chat where a ton of her fans are saying all of these things and she's not responding to any of that. But when Adam, the kid she's been talking to, says that his ass looks good, she asks for pictures. And then there's other ones where she's just randomly
Okay. She was asking him for pictures. That's not inappropriate. That's not wrong. And the one thing she did say is that this was a man, there'd have been charges pressed, you name it, there'd have been trouble. It would have been a whole different ball game if this was a man doing this instead of a woman who has millions of followers on social media. And he wasn't even the only minor she was talking to. No, T, it was supposed to be here at 10, and then I got a message that it won't be here till after 5. So, yeah, that's my luck. Amazon and my deliveries don't like me. They never come on time. But it'll be here today. I'm excited for it, though.
popping in to ask these minors in her chat when they started their periods, and the things that she says in there is so gross and so inappropriate. I'm sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, okay, you got Miranda Stings, you got your tours, you got your multiple YouTube channels. I think she has 3. That is a busy woman right there, okay? How does somebody have time to then sit there and have a group chat with minors, where in this group chat they would apparently bully her other fans and make fun of them? Like, people who were in the chat are now coming out and saying, I'm guilty of it. I would make fun of her other fans with her. She would make fun of you. So Adam said that he thought that Colleen was his friend from ages 14 to 17 years old.
After 2016, during a live stream that I'll discuss later, me and Colleen started talking on a more personal level, and by 2017 we were good friends. This slowly turned into me getting private details about her divorce. Around this time though was whenever my parents started getting a little bit more cautious and were wondering why a 30-year-old was talking to, at this time, a 13-year-old about her divorce.
She was talking to Adam very inappropriately. Apparently she was talking to him about a divorce. She was opening up to him and trauma dumping on him things that you shouldn't be talking to 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kid about. Sharing things with him that you should be talking to your adult friends about.
I've been told so much private information about the divorce. This information was always really hard to hear and digest as a 13 to 14-year-old. It affected me back then, and I'm not gonna lie. And it affected me way more than it should have. It just made me really confused.
Bad for his girlfriend. Sorry, I feel so bad for his girlfriend. He released an entire album about his ex, and he has a girlfriend. That's literally so mean. So Josh released an album, and Colleen's now telling me that that album was about Colleen, even though Josh had a new relationship. People didn't believe me that she talked about her divorce in the group chats. Here on Colleen's Weenies, she says, being screamed at every day for hours and being told you're a piece of shit is not love or making a marriage a priority. Just want to throw that out there.
Reading these messages are so weird for me because this is a woman that's like in her 30s, but she's talking to like a 13, 14, 15-year-old child. And when you listen to how she speaks, she sounds like she's the same age as him. Like she's talking to like a really good friend about her relationship or ex-boyfriend problems. But no, like this was an adult woman in these conversations. This is weird. Like that's a lot to put on a teenager. All of this.
Okay. So, when is it ever appropriate to talk about your divorce to a teenager in the Colleen's weenie group? Or to ask these young teenage girls anything about their anything? Or to ask him anything? This is a grown woman. She really doesn't think she did anything wrong and that she was inappropriate. What's the matter, Outlaw? I've been hurt today, so I'm going to be quiet for a while. Yeah, when they first started talking, he was 13, and it continued, and he's now 20, but it continued for several years, and he wasn't the only minor that she would have these conversations with, and she actually met this kid. It's creepy, and I'm sorry, but it's wrong. I don't care how big of a social media following she has. It's wrong on every level, in my opinion. And this is fair use, and it is covered under Section 1. I don't want to get a copy strike here, um, but it is just my opinions. I'll let you guys make up your own minds. Um, but yeah.
This adult stuff, it's not their business. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, how as an adult would you feel comfortable or want to sit there and talk to a kid about your personal life adult problems? It's weird. So she would have Adam go to gossip websites for her, and he would basically like look to see what people were saying about her.
Our relationship slowly turned into me always being asked to go find drama for her. At the time, I saw this as harmless, and I was just really excited that my favorite person in the entire world wanted to talk to me. And in 2016 to 2018, I was always asked to follow along gossip sites. I was very much so made to follow along with that and then feedback that information and what they were talking about. Now keep in mind I was only 14 at this time. So then I was getting targeted on these gossip sites. Once my parents saw all this, they asked me to distance myself from Colleen and all the Ballinger family. So it was at this point that I stopped really giving that much information, or as much as I did, to Colleen, but I would always be baited and dragged along again. I try not to be upset with myself because I was 13 to 15 during this time. I'm still really young now, I'm only 17, but looking back, it's hard to not get like, fix yourself. You know, stop engaging in that. You're being used.
She would also do this really weird thing. She would say something that he really wanted to hear or something that would get him really excited, but then her next thing that she'd say seemed like she wanted something out of him. Like, for instance, she would talk about meeting up with him, but then she'd be like, wait, you like my ex-boyfriend's new song? Or she would get him excited about meeting up with her and then ask him to go find tea.
So basically, she wants to hang out before the show. So here is her doing something that I'm gonna get excited about. I get to hang out with my favorite person in the entire world before the show. Oh my god, everyone else is gonna be out at meet and greet. I'm gonna be backstage. She immediately follows it up with, "You Like Broken?" which was one of Josh's songs on the album. I tweeted on my Twitter, "Oh my god, I actually enjoy this song. LOL, what have I become?" And then, so I'm obviously gonna be like, no, I was joking. She sends Phillips home. Basically, she's implying that he's stolen the song, right? And I go, girl, I'm trolling. It's okay if you like the song, because it's not his song. He steals tracks from famous songs. I'm just saying. And I'm like, no, I'm troll tweeting.
Like, this is a grown woman who is...
Okay. Now, do you all see where I'm coming from with this? There's actually video of her having another, I don't know how old the person is, if the person is of age, but the person has on her bra and panties on over top his clothes during a video with her. It's She used this boy. And how many others did she get away with it in this Colleen's weenie chat? Why on earth would she even have a group chat with kids? It it doesn't. Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
Trying to sway the opinion of a teenager, somebody who she has an inappropriate relationship with. Like, why does she care what he likes or doesn't like? Like, her in his DMs trying to get him not to like a song from her ex. There was apparently this live stream that Colleen was doing with Corey where he was wearing her lingerie over his outfit. I guess they were folding laundry or something, I don't know, but he was wearing it over his outfit, which I found to be weird anyway because she knows she has a lot of really young fans. So he's wearing her bra and underwear on the live stream, and then they start saying that they're gonna send it to Adam. She even makes a joke about how, like, what's your mom gonna think getting this? And then when he met her at a meet and greet, she apologized to him for forgetting to bring her lingerie to him, and then she ends up mailing it to him, of which his mom finds it and is like, what in the world is this, and confiscates it.
In 2016, Colleen and Corey were doing a live stream and they stumbled across my Twitter account. They found my tweets really funny, and this was the day before we officially started really talking. They found my Twitter so funny that they said they needed to send me bra and panties that Corey was wearing during the live stream. Now, looking back at that, I'm still a minor. I'm still 17, but looking back on that, I just... And also, minutes later, they made fun of how my parents would react to the fact of, like, two 30-year-olds sending me bra and panties, lingerie, to name it properly, on this live stream. So again, looking back as a 17-year-old, I'm just really disgusted at the situation, confused, honestly. They went on my Twitter because they thought it was funny, and then they said they had to send me the bra and panties. Here are some clips from that live stream.
You are such a fashion icon and tweeted the ugliest picture of me. This is honestly the worst outfit. He's so rude. What made you order these ugly clothes? Those clothes are nasty. He's so rude. Oh my god, he's so sassy. Your Twitter account is making me laugh so much. Oh my god, that makes me laugh. I want to send him something. Do you want the bra, Adam?
Do you want the bra and panties? Tweet right now.
Oh my god. Yeah, Adam, let me know what you want. He's in Ireland. Hi, Adam. I love you. Okay. I'm sending him something. Okay, maybe he'll want the panties. Although then his parents will be like, you're not allowed to watch who is sending you panties.
But it's
He'd be like, Mom, don't worry. I watched a boy wear them online first.
Do you all see anything funny? Do you all see anything funny with this? I don't see anything funny about it because she actually followed through and did send it to him. And his parents did get it. She's laughing her ass off on here about tweeting with this kid. Like I said, there's many in the group she was treating with. Exactly, peas, creeps. And this is, she has lot. Like I said, I couldn't believe how big she was with the followers. I don't understand how this is okay. She has a lot of young, early teens, barely teenagers that followed her. And this is how she behaved. This is a woman with children. And in my opinion, and just my opinion, I do believe she was grooming Adam.
Walked up, and whenever I was hugging her, she said, "I'm so sorry I didn't bring your lingerie." Yeah, because in her live stream, she said she wanted to send me her lingerie. I'm not lying, she did. Trust me. She hugged me and we were talking, and she was like, "I'm so sorry I didn't bring your lingerie." My parents were right behind me, so thanks for that, Colleen. So I did get sent the lingerie, and immediately whenever it arrived, my parents were furious. They were so angry, and they took it away. And I didn't know if they still had it, and I asked my mom, did she have it, because she knew I was making this video. So she was looking all morning, but she did find it.
Oh my.
This was what I was sent. I don't even know,
Oh,
sorry, I don't know how
okay.
to, which way.
Wow. But she claims she never sent him anything, but there it is. The woman is a lying manipulator slash groomer. She just said at the beginning of this video that she never sent him anything. There's the exact thing that Cody was wearing. And he's in Ireland, so the chances are that he could go out and get something like that and match it up slim to none. I tend to believe Adam here. She had a Netflix show too? What? Oh, thanks for coming in, Really Cares. Rarely Cares. I appreciate it.
This goes. And then, I hate touching it.
Oh!
Then, these. I don't know which way they go, but these as well. So that was a big warning sign, but because I was so young, I didn't take it.
And I'm sitting there thinking, what is funny about that? Like, was that some sort of joke? Because I can assure you, never in any capacity would I ever even think, hey, it would be really funny to send this 16, 17-year-old, actually maybe he was 15 at the time, either way, a minor, my underwear, my lingerie specifically, not even my granny panties, but my see-through lingerie, the undergarments that are designed to look sexy. I'm gonna send that to this kid. When Colleen did her apology video, or more so the video where she was just addressing everything that she was getting heat for 3 years ago, she showed a clip from her live stream where it made it sound like, not that it would have mattered because he was still a minor, but it made it sound like in the clip that she showed that Adam asked first for the bra and panty. That is the only clip that she included, but if you see the full clip, you can see that she's actually the first person to mention it. So in her original video addressing everything, she tried to manipulate the situation to make herself look better.
Did that boy win these or not?
I don't know. He has to tell me what he wants.
What do you say? Is he being mean?
He said, hi, you have ugly clothes, but I want those ratchet panties and bras signed by Corey because he modeled them well. You laugh. I want to send him something. Do you want the bra, Adam?
Do you want the bra and panties? Tweet right now.
I'm sending him something. Okay, maybe he'll want the panties. Although then his parents will be like, you're not allowed to watch who is sending you panties. Even mom, don't worry. I watched a boy wear them online first.
Now we have to get into the situation where she was talking to Adam about how she wanted to meet up with him. I encourage you guys to go watch his video. I know that it's really long, but it's definitely worth it. He gives all of the details and it's very thorough on this entire situation. This was one of those times where she'd be like, hey, we're gonna meet up, but then she would want him to go like do something for her. But I found it to be really weird that she was inviting a child to go hang out with her. This entire thing feels so weird and inappropriate because it's not her with this adult online friend that she wants to go meet. Like, he was a literal kid and she's talking to him about going to a wax museum and they're basically gonna hang out like the entire day before her show. He's just a child, so of course he's really excited, not realizing, wow, this is really weird. She's in her 30s and wants to hang out with me, a kid. Not only did she invite him to spend the day with her, but then last minute she changed the plans. His parents drove for hours so that he could see her, got really weird when he said that his parents were going to be there, as if she was uncomfortable with the fact that his parents were coming, which if you're not doing anything inappropriate or weird, why do you have an issue with that? Why do you have an issue with this minor being dropped off by his parents? And then she's like, we have to leave in 10 or 15 minutes before he even gets there after they drove hours to see her. And then she leaves him stranded.
There you're literally seeing an example of where she's telling me to tell her everything that they're saying. This is what she used me for. She would love bomb me, make me feel like I had a friend, pretend to care about me, and I would just have to do all of her dirty work for her. And I open up to her about the bakery, and I go, oh, but I'm saying too much now. And she goes, no, you're not. You've said nothing. So try again. I just gave you boiling hot tea and you gave me nothing. Come on, queen. So what I told her wasn't good enough, so she tells me, what the hell, I just gave you something really good. Give me more. I bring the conversation to the Wax Museum, which was whenever she was going to come to Dublin, we were going to hang out at the Wax Museum and then go to somewhere else and then go to dinner. The day before the show, so I'm peak excited that I'm going to hang out with her tomorrow, right? I'm going to go to the Wax Museum, we're going to take pictures, we're going to vlog, we're going to whatever, right? On the day before, so I'm peak excited. I said, when did you get to Ireland? And she said, this afternoon, then we're going to be drinking beer. I say that someone in the fandom, Fern, was showing me a video of her doing the water challenge, where they drink water and the other person makes you laugh and you spit it off.
Okay. How is it even appropriate for her to meet up with this child? Hey, Stargazer's mom. But she denies all of this and she tries to manipulate her audience into blaming it all on him. And this kid was attacked like no other. And that Cody, it was in the video just a couple minutes ago, was one of the lead attackers for her. I mean, she did a lot of stuff behind the scenes trying to destroy this kid. It's insane.
On them during her show, and I was like, I would love to do it, or she goes, want to do it? And I go, oh my god, sure. And she goes, you'll get soaking wet. And I go, I'm always wet. 15, by the way, I think I said this. She goes, true. 8th of June, I'm on my way to Dublin. 4-hour drive from Derry. My parents are driving me, my mom and dad. She goes, I haven't eaten today. Is it cool if we just get lunch instead of the Wax Museum, or would you be gutted? I'm literally gonna eat my foot. And I go, oh, well, where do you want to meet? And she goes, we're staying right next to the Wax Museum. Just any pub around here, I don't know. Wait, no. Meet us at Bunsen. It's a burger place right next to my hotel. So before I even get to Dublin, she goes for lunch that I'm supposedly meeting her at, right? She goes, I'll get you a burger and I'll get a table. I go, my parents hate me so much because my parents were driving me. Because the worst thing for Colleen is for my parents to be there because she can't talk to me inappropriately. Let me order you one, I'm a mess. So before the time I'd even gotten there, they're eating. Then she goes, Jesus, where are you? Literally right after that is now complaining that I'm not getting there on time. I don't know Dublin, I'm stressed out, me and my mom don't know me and my mom and dad don't know where we're going. I sent you the address. I don't know Dublin. She goes, where are you? Your lunch is here. I'm on my way. Oh my god, y'all are gonna be done. I'm sorry. And she goes, yeah, we are. LOL. I have to leave in 10 to 15. But you can walk with me to my hotel. Don't sweat through your cute camel pants. And then I go, I'm outside, right? And now I want to show these messages that I send to that my friend sent me today of us talking about Colleen getting my mom to pick me up again. So I texted her, and my mom, by the way, arrived within 1 to 2 minutes. Because she was on the street watching. Yeah, she just left and I was like, oh my god, I don't have service. It's on and off. My parents are in the hotel now. My dad was, my mom wasn't. How am I gonna get to Vicar Street, which was the venue, without being able to text them? What should I do? So I'm stressing out now. I feel that my parents are not there. I feel that Colleen has left me. I feel like I'm abandoned in a city I do not know. Thankfully, my mom was there. And she was like, shit, I'm late, and left about Colleen. I'm gonna cry, this is horrible, I'm lost. I found my parents. So basically, there's your proof that my mom was literally on the street. There was a couple minutes where I was like, oh my god, Colleen has now left me stranded in Dublin. Like, on my own. I'm like 15 years old and she's left me stranded here. Like, she cancelled on plans. Eric's outside the entire time smoking. I sit with her, she's sitting on her phone like this the entire time, pissed off at me, and then whenever I start opening up to her about talking about how excited I am for the show and also start talking about drama, she goes, can we get the bill? And she was like, we need to walk out now, we're late for sign check. I get 5 minutes with her.
She's a mom. Like, she was a mom at this point. And so I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, how would you feel if somebody was doing that with your child when he was older? That's weird. And if you think that that's going too far to bring up your kid, well, then that's my point exactly. Like, if you think don't bring him up in that was somebody else's kid. So she's having him do all this stuff for her, and she's finally like, hey, you know what? I don't want you to have to do all this stuff for me for free. I want to basically hire you as an intern. And she gives him her Miranda Sings social media password so that he can get on there, talk as if he is Miranda Sings to her fans.
So since 2017, Colleen had been coming to me for video ideas, tweet ideas, Instagram ideas, anything for the Miranda Sings character.
I'm gonna pause this right here just to say that means that she was having him work for her for free for years. She was taking his tweet ideas, his pictures that he was editing for her, and I've actually...
Yeah, Stargazer's mom. She actually met up in person with this kid, though. And she was all bent out of shape because she couldn't meet up with him privately, that his mother was there. She had this, you weren't here, but she had this chat group called Colleen's The Weenies, which the bulk of the chat were very young teenagers from 13 to 15. And she sent this boy her lingerie, her bra and panties, and denied it. But he hasn't. He showed him.
Seen people say on social media that for a while he was basically Miranda Sings because she would go to him to get all of her inspiration, and not even just inspiration. She would take the pictures that he made and the things that he suggested she say word for word verbatim. She would take those things and post them. But I think it's really important to make note of the power dynamic here because he was a kid. He probably didn't realize that he was giving away free labor to Colleen, but she was fully aware of that. Like the stuff that he was putting together for her and that she was posting, that is something that you can get paid for in the social media world. Like he was working hourly for her for free, and she knew that, and she allowed that to continue for years before she finally offered to pay him for the stuff that he was giving.
So this kid's very talented, and was very talented at a young age. But she would have had no Miranda Sings character if it wasn't for him. Yeah, hire him as an intern. Yeah.
Tell me you're taking advantage of a child without telling me that you're taking advantage of a child.
It wasn't Colleen's idea, and nor was it her editing the things. It was me. It was me doing it, and she took all the credit for it. I never once got credit for it. I never once got paid for it. I never once got the job that I was promised I was gonna get.
And whenever we talked about how Miranda wasn't really doing well anymore, she messaged me and then said, well, help me. I presented her with about 15 different tweet ideas. So then came a tweet about Miranda Sings coming out as a Meghan Trainor fan, which she was initially confused about. And she says, I don't know what you're saying about Meghan. So then I explained it again, and Colleen was fully gonna go ahead posting it herself, as you can see here. So I helped give her the photos and the concept, and she said, when should I do that? Should I do that today or tomorrow before I post the video? And I said, what are you waiting for, today? And she says, okay, cool. Showing that she had every single intention to post this tweet on her own behalf. She messaged me and said, I have a present for you today. I've never done this with anyone, but I'm trusting you. And then she proceeded to tell me about how she was planning on making me her social media intern. Now, I'm considering you my social media intern, but if things go well, we can talk about me hiring you part-time for an hourly rate. So then I got into the account and she basically just sent me a message saying go crazy. So what I had to do was tweet, respond to fans, talk to fans, basically just get hype about Miranda again. So I spent my entire day and night talking to fans on the Miranda Sings account.
And initially she was like, oh my gosh, I don't want my fans to find out that like you're talking to them as if you're me. I don't want them to be mad at me. Like she was already feeling like, I don't know if this is the best thing to do, but she went ahead and did it anyway, gave this minor her password.
OMG, they would be so sad if they knew it wasn't me though. Thank you for doing this. I'm so grateful, but I'm nervous they will know it's not me responding to them. That would backfire terribly. They'd be so mad, I'm stressed. But I'm happy they're all living for it. Do you feel like a secret agent spy? Like talking to them and shit? Is 11-year-old Adam living tweeting for Miranda right now? So Colleen was living for the account and she...
Okay, you see what I mean? She knew how young he was. She had no Miranda Sings character without him. It was all him. He was the one doing everything, including talking with the fans.
was happy with what I was doing and she didn't hide that.
The fact that she had a close enough relationship with this kid to give him her password is astounding to me. Like, you know that they had to be having some deep conversations for her to feel like she could trust this kid with her social media account. He's sending her the tweets and stuff that he's gonna post. She tells him that she loves all the things that he's gonna post, but then he posts something that gets people mad at her, saying that she's queer baiting.
She sent me a screenshot from someone on Twitter and she said, "Uh-oh, am I gonna get in trouble? Be careful. I don't want to be in a scandal and have to apologize. Please, please, please be careful. People are very sensitive these days. This is one of the main reasons it's hard to do Miranda now. People have a hard time understanding satire and jokes, especially with sensitive subjects. I'm so glad everything is doing well. Even though you have the password, I need to approve everything before you post it just to avoid problems." Now keep in mind, with proof here, she had seen everything that I was going to tweet and had tweeted on the account. So then I was like super confused. The next morning and day were really rough for me. She sent me a message saying, "I'm getting an overwhelming amount of hate for the coming out stuff. I don't know what to do. It's all anyone is talking about. I'm really upset. I would never post something like that and now everyone thinks I'm homophobic." So right now she's seemingly taken back all opinions of me, of my tweet ideas, of my input on the account. For her saying thank you for everything you did, it was magical, I'm so happy. The fans, now it's, I would never tweet stuff like that. My fans think I'm homophobic. I can't believe this. This stage, I had enough, and my parents had enough, and I sent the following message. "I've logged out and this situation will die down." So 3 or 4 weeks passed and I heard nothing.
Whenever he posted that, she flipped. Like, she turned her stance on it, and suddenly, "You got everybody mad at me. Like, I need you to send everything to me for approval from now on," even though he literally did. She made him feel horrible for what he did. He wrote this apology and she ghosted him. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, girl, if you gave a minor your password to something that is your job, to get on there to talk as if he's Miranda Sings, which is a huge character that everybody knows about. You really trusted him enough to do that. And then the second somebody's mad at you for it, you completely throw him under the bus and ignore him and treat him like garbage for it. That is so dirty to me and weird. Behind the scenes, Colleen was messaging people, including Corey, about how Adam had a goal to take her down, and that this was apparently his master plan, was to get her social media password and to post something to make her look bad.
She threw me under the bus behind the scenes, saying that I was trying to take her down because of this tweet, and she has now gotten me to reiterate this tweet 3 times and has now said, "When should I post it?" So when everything goes wrong, and I was made to feel crazy and made to feel like I set her up, and she was in group chats with Corey saying that that was my end goal and that was my end plan and stuff, and then no one's believing me.
Come on, let's be real here. If somebody wanted to take her down, they would have posted way worse stuff and done way worse things. But apparently all night long, he was talking to fans. He was posting things that people thought were funny. There was just one tweet that he posted that upset people, that she had approved, that she knew he was going to post, that she had him reiterate multiple times what it was. She knew about it. But whenever she looked back.
So when she started getting backlash because she knew he has proof that everything that he was putting out there, she got before it was put out there. But because it flipped on her, behind the scenes, she was going after him and having this Cody and her fans go after him. What the heck is this? Online grooming? Yeah.
She decided, hey, I'm going to throw this kid under the bus. This kid that I've been talking to inappropriately for 4 years, that I know really well enough that I gave my password. I've been taking all of his content ideas for free. But now that people are upset, I'm going to say that he was out to get me and he had bad intentions this whole time. For 4 years, this kid had bad intentions and wanted to take her down. If you go and you watch his video, he shows a lot of messages between the two of them. And in them, you can see that he's doing nothing but trying to help her. Nothing but trying to support her and help her with this Miranda Sings character. This adult in her 30s took advantage of a minor for years and years and years. And then when she was getting flack for something, instead of defending him, she threw him under the bus to make herself look better and tried to make everybody on the internet think that he was out to destroy her and in turn did whatever she could to destroy him on the internet. Like, this is a child. The fact that
Oh, she did. She went hard on him. She had her followers go hard on him. And he's done recent videos because I guess things were still going on, which I'm going to show you. But she wouldn't have even went as far with that Miranda Sings character if it wasn't for this boy.
was even communicating with him the way that she was is so inappropriate. You make a bad decision, which was giving a minor your password to post as you, then you make him feel like the lowest of low for doing that. I cannot imagine treating a child that way. It doesn't even make any sense to me. Like, I was sitting there trying to think, like, what could she have possibly been thinking? And I can't think of it. She knew it was wrong, or she wouldn't have got in her video and said, I didn't even want to make this because he's a minor. She knew deep down she was doing something wrong if she went full on damage control, but then she took no accountability for it. Did no apology, no trying to make things right with Adam, no trying to make things right with his mom. She had every opportunity to make things right, to apologize. She chose not to. That's a problem. And anytime stuff like this happens with adults where they're behaving like this with kids,
She has never owned up to anything. In fact, she has denied everything. And like I showed you in the first part of the video, she denies ever being inappropriate in any way. But there's proof. There's tons of messages. There's proof. He's got the underwear and the bra. Come on. And then you're supposed to meet up with him and you're butthurt because his mom's there? He's a child. Enjoy your lunch, please. Yeah, Sally, there's a lot more. I'm going to play some of his video. He's got a lot of them on there where he shows the truth.
I'm like, did you not think about how they're going to grow up and one day they're going to be the 30-something-year-old? And sometimes when you grow up and you're the 30-something-year-old, you see other adults for what they were and you're like, why were they behaving like that around me? I've definitely had situations like that where as an adult, I look at how somebody was with me when they were older than even I am now, when I was 16 years
old. All right, I'm going to close this down. And I want to play. Oh, no. I want to play some of him. Because I have some of his saved on my channel. It's just unbelievable. This is a grown woman who is a mother. And this is what she does. Okay, where did I put his? I have his response. Let me just go to his channel. I'm just blown away by all this, honestly. That this went on for as long as it did. And she really thought she could get away with it. I mean, this kid's still being harassed. He just posted a video 16 hours ago about a police report. Okay, now this was 1 day ago he posted this. And it's speaking to Weenie's group chat members about Colleen. And we'll play this. I'll share it. Let me share screen. So what do you guys think so far? Do you think I'm on the crazy one? All right, let me stop this so I can share it. Oh, come on. All right, let me go. Where'd my studio go? Oh my god, I just bumped myself. Oh, this. Sorry guys, I just bumped myself. Oh, I'm looking for it. Alright. Sorry, I bumped. Did I mess up the volume? Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to share a screen. Wow, there's an echo. Let me turn this down a bit. What? There we go. That. Now, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. There's no volume. Okay. Now I'm going to share this. It should share right quick here. Now this is him talking. Now he just did this video one day ago. And it's him about the group chats with the weenies.
23 members, including Colleen Ballinger and her sister-in-law, Jessica Ballinger. And it was basically made up of a lot of young fans. I spoke about it in my video, but this was the group chat where all the infamous DMs have came from, and there's just a lot that is being revealed. And basically, I've reconnected with a lot of the members of the group, which I never thought I was going to, because whenever I posted that original 2020 video, I mean, I didn't really have the support of any of them, and I don't blame any of them for that. And we've all kind of, like, a lot of us have reconnected this week because, you know, they were still feeling the way that Colleen, you know, around that time as well, where you...
Now this is from Adam McIntyre's channel. He has a lot of good videos about this. He puts it all out there. I'm sorry, but he was a child. He was a child. Shame on this 36-year-old woman. Or at the time she was, what, 33, 34? But it don't matter. She was a mother. And she was married at one point. It's unbelievable.
Felt like it was your friend, you're protecting them, so it's been interesting having conversations with a lot of them recently where we're kind of reflecting on it as, like, adults now, which is ironic because a lot of us, I don't know what age these two girls are, but, like, I'm in my 20s, I assume they're, you know, early 20s or something, and we're like, this is weird, but we're talking about a 30-year-old that was doing this, and Jessica is older as well. Anyway, let's call them in. I don't know if both girls are going to be on the call or just Becky, so I don't want to introduce, you know, who's going to be in it. But anyway, let's call the girls. Oh, wait. So you want to be teeny on the screen? Well, I mean, you're in luck because I don't really know. I'm going to just do it like this here.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Let me do this, and then I'm going to put the chat down below like this. All right. Well, hello. So, long time no see, girls.
Hi.
First of all,
Yeah.
do both of you want to introduce yourselves? Because, I mean... Who's this currently on the screen?
Yeah. I'm Ramsey. I'm
Just scared.
Ramsey, Becky. Yeah, we met through the Colleen fandom, and we were in Weenies together. That's like where we got close, and then we're roommates. Through college because of Weenies, and we're still like best friends. And I'm visiting her right now, so we're together. All conveniently happened around the same time that, oh, there's an ad. Oh no, everybody's so mad there's an ad.
Oh,
But I watched Adam's Twitch like the other day for the first time, and I was so mad when there was an ad. Oh,
sorry about that. Wait, one thing I want to say is, I feel like you are like the success story of the Weenie script. I mean, you're roommates and you still fuck with each other. Like, that's something to...
Let me move on.
Instagram.
Oh.
You know how I was every time we talked about stuff. Like, and we like
should
met
show.
up we like met up in
What's
other
your
places,
thing?
like other than shows. Like,
Oh wait, you met up that weren't at shows as well? Oh my god.
yeah,
Wait.
Hawaii. Yeah, well, yeah, in Hawaii.
This Colleen has a real thing for teenagers, young teenagers. Because she was even meeting up with these girls, and they were very young as well. And most likely, I just don't think the parents were involved.
After she had Flynn, I saw like her and Eric and Jessica and like all the kids and Gwen and all of them there. I don't know even know my thing. What are we on?
Oh, okay, so Colleen still follows Ramsey on Instagram. We will see if Colleen still follows you by the morning. Wait, I just want to ask in terms of the group chat, what happened in the group chat? Because for me, I was removed from the group chat in 2020, like the day before I posted my video, because it kind of got out that I was going to release it. So like when did you leave the group chat and how long did it go on for? Because I know it started in like 2017-ish.
Well, if that's funny, because we got kicked out when we lived together. So it was in 2020 when we lived together.
Voy a llamar.
No está tan
malo. A un compañero no me da las velocidades de descarga más constantes. Spectrum
And so random, they decided that we there because we wanted Colleen to notice us, even though we were both like really been watching her anymore, not really talking anymore. Like it was just very random, and it was we're not going to talk about the people because we're really bad and we're scared. We're going to accidentally say names and we don't want to do that. So we're not going to talk about the people, but it was random. But also we don't really care. We weren't involved in the group chat anymore, and we're like still like relatively friends with the people that we were friends with in the group chat at the time. Like keep in touch and follow each other on social media and stuff, kind of friends. I feel like we don't hold grudges.
What is your current opinion of like the group chat being blasted? Because again, this was something that Cody Tyler did, and we've all kind of had to deal with the repercussions of like all of our messages posted online. Mostly not even us starting the conversation. So for you, whenever you're like logging on social media, even over the past year, and you're seeing like what ages were both of you in the group chat, first of all, and then what's kind of been your opinion? Because for me, it's been so fucking weird seeing everything plastered online.
Yeah, I mean, but better than me. So we were what? 14 to 16? Yeah.
I'm going to move on to this one. This is his video that he posted.
And attacking this man. And what we'll see today is it was a fueled conversation from Colleen, and I was always hyped up, and I was, 13 to like 15. However, I do want to take accountability, and my friends who were similar ages have apologized to me, so I want to come on here and say that I, in the most heartfelt way, apologize to Josh specifically, because he did not deserve anything that came his way. Anything. From me and from the fans and from everyone. I also want to apologize to Rebecca Zamolo and her husband Matt.
Okay, this is on his channel as well. It's a recent video. He's still taking a lot of heat behind everything. But hey, T. Kelly, I learned how to do it and not show the whole page.
Who were friends of Colleen until they weren't friends of Colleen, and yet again, same consensus, it was that of me being told to, that they had really upset Colleen, and therefore I would take it out on them. And they didn't deserve how I treated them on social media, again, within that same time frame. I also want to apologize to Colleen fans, because from my years in the fandom, up until the age of 15, I was engaging in nasty behavior with Colleen, where we would talk shit about fans, or we would make fun of fans, or we would, just like degrade fans and stuff like that. And for engaging in those conversations, no matter what age I was, no matter if I was a child or what, I apologize to all of the fans that was ever involved, that I partook in that, because it wasn't right. They didn't deserve it. They also didn't know that it was happening, which is the worst part about it. And finally, I just want to apologize to anyone who ever cross negative way because I probably treated you like absolute dog. And
okay, honestly, I don't understand. Okay, she's the one that owes the apologies. She's the one that owes the apologies. But he's going to get into it here. In ninth grade, I got put in a history class with the hunkiest teacher that wore skin tight jeans. Me too. I'll never forget him, Mr. Hess. He was this big bodybuilder.
you didn't deserve that. You didn't ask for that. I was just very hyped up and I had a very loud voice that I adored in my ear, and I apologize. I wanted to open the video with that because I've been reflecting a lot on the fact that like a lot of my like older friends have been reaching out to me, and I just wanted to open the video with that. But today's video, I have a lot to share, and I have so much more that I can share past this video, but I already know this video is going to be long, so first things first, I want to say that thank you for the support on the video. And also, Colleen, a podcast with Trisha, it's called Oversharing, and they are actively blocking, reporting, deleting, mass flag.
So she's still active on social media after all this. What the hell is wrong with people that they still follow her? That's just, wow. Because he just did this video.
Any comment that has to do with me. And I just think it is incredibly low that they are just silencing this entire thing. Colleen's comment section was filled with comments about this, asking her to address it, some negative, some just asking for an answer. All deleted. And I actually have proof of the Colleen.
Do you love getting high but smoking hurts your lungs? I've got you covered. You need to try these Delta
Trisha podcast.
Delusional and optimistic to get it.
In real time, deleting comments about me. So someone writes, justice for Adam, okay?
Happen, we'll never do any episodes, and we'll never do it again.
Yeah, it took me a minute
Delete
to get going
it.
on
Justice for Adam.
I was like, okay, is this like, am I gonna like get excited and then it's not gonna happen, or like you're not serious about it, and then I'm like like a stupid person, and I'm just like, oh my god, we started this, and you're like, no, I was just kidding, Trish, I wasn't being serious, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm so
no, yeah. So
delete it. Are you gonna apologize?
Delusions, but just
I have some crazy ones because it's like I'll watch a TV
delete
show
it.
and be like, I'll literally
Grimmer,
say the whole understand. Like,
delete it. Are we gonna address Adam? Delete it. Justice for Adam. Adam.
Oh, why am I not?
All deleted. Stop deleting comments. Justice for Adam. Justice for Adam. Delete it. Delete it. Justice for Adam. Delete it. Stop deleting comments. Justice for Adam. Delete it. What's your thoughts on Colleen's relationship with Adam? Delete it. Stop deleting. Justice for Adam. For Adam. Colleen. Adam. So it's the same on the comment section, right? So I just wanted to open it with that, and I also wanted to have this background, the entire video, to let you know what I looked like and what age I was when this shit started. I'm only 20 now, but this all started whenever I was not 20. So I have a list here, and I have a lot of screenshots that I want to get to, and I want to kind of stay on track here. So I just wanted to do that update, and also to let you know about the fans coming forward, and also Colleen and Trisha deleting comments. So I want to give an update on Weenies, which is the group chat, and I can make a full dedicated video on that if people want. Basically, like I said, got reached out to by a lot of people that were in this group chat with me, the Weenies. And DMs have been starting to be leaked by members in this group chat because they're all seeing how inappropriate it was now. And I just want to read through a couple of them, okay? So, as we're aware of the infamous ones that are whenever I was 14, 15, and Colleen... I wrote that I was having a Q&A, a YouTube Q&A, and Colleen Ballinger, the 31-year-old, comments and goes, Adam, you need questions for your Q&A? Are you a virgin? To a 14, 15-year-old. And then furthermore goes on and says, what's your favorite sexual position? What's your favorite position? So we're aware of that one, right? And I had ones in my camera roll that I, didn't read out, but I want to read out ones that the Weenies have sent me because these are like new things for me that I would like to share. So... starting off, we have this one from the Weenies, which goes as following. So, Colleen writes to the girls in the group, tell me all your thoughts when you had your first periods. Please and thank you. Just randomly. just randomly, of course. And then she goes, example, I thought I shit myself because the blood was so dark in my underwear. She would just come in randomly and say stuff like that to a lot of people who were very underage. There was one person that was younger than me in the group, and then we were all relatively the same age, right? We have screenshots.
So she was aware that this group, okay, he started in when he was 13. So if there was one younger than him, then that means there was a 12-year-old in there as well. And the kids were all in the group. Yeah, he did hide a lot from his parents, and he admits it. But his parents were witness to the lingerie stuff because they're the ones that intercepted the package when it came. Yeah, she was asking questions that, I mean, she's a mom. That, in my opinion, are just inappropriate, that you don't have somebody else's children. And the reason she got all bent out of shape meeting up with him was because his mother was present. But that's just my opinion.
Here that I want to get to as well, which is one that was sent to me by one of my friends at the time. And I have never felt so embarrassed and so, just disturbed and creeped out, because I didn't even remember this. And then whenever I saw this, I remembered that this happened. And it's a screenshot that goes as following. So in the group chat, at this time, this was 2016, I think I was 14-ish. I write, my ass looks good today, y'all. This is how, we were a bunch of kids in this group, so we talked stupidly. This is how we talked. And everyone in the chat ignores me because they're like, oh, there Adam goes again. They would have their moments as well, right? Colleen comes into the chat after not responding to anything else and goes, pics, Adam, for me to send pics of my ass. And then I literally say,
okay, now, mind you, she wasn't a part of this conversation. These were kids, these young freaky teens talking to each other, and she would pop in and out with these questions, with this random shit. She did ask him for pics. She was already got squashed by parents. She was pissed, yeah, because as soon as she found out his mom was there, she wanted no parts of it. I agree with that.
go away, bitch. So that was one that was sent to me by one of the girls in the group. And then there's moments in the group as well where, we're gonna get to this later on, but there's this one where Colleen sends a tweet from a fan that says, Ballingers hate me and so do my parents. And then Colleen goes, they've deleted their tweets about Dominoes, which was whatever the context was of that in the moment. And Colleen goes, and they're now playing victim. And what we're going to get to later on in the video is showing one-on-one that me and Colleen would make fun of her fans. I may as well get to one example right now. So this is a tattoo from a girl, I won't say her name actually. This is a tattoo from someone who was in the fandom. And she had a Colleen Ballinger tattoo. We used to rip the living out of her, making fun of her privately. Colleen included in those conversations. We all used to, with a Sharpie and a pen, literally redo the tattoo and make fun of her and make fun of her mental health for being like, why would someone want to do that? And Colleen would partake in those conversations. Colleen would partake in those conversations about someone who loved her so much and got a tattoo. Albeit, I would never get a tattoo like that, and it's being covered up now anyway. So at the time of this person loved Colleen so much that they were going to like every single show she was doing, or most of them, in 2016. And Colleen's tour manager at the time, Suzanne, and me all became very close. And whenever I went to the 2016 show, we actually made jokes about this person. We made jokes about this person, and this was a common theme where we would find someone in the fandom that was doing something bizarre, and it would become an inside joke where we'd make fun of them. And then Colleen would be posting her meet and greet photos with said person, saying how much she loves her and appreciates her. She even posted about this tattoo, how much she loves this tattoo. Just another example, right, that I just have off the top of my head. So there are a few moments like that from the weenies that have been, put forward, which I think kind of reiterate the conversation of how creepy.
How to store and sort all your photos and video in seconds. No computer knowledge required. This little device is the best.
Colleen sending lingerie. And especially if you rewatch that clip, it's Colleen and Corey being like, oh my god, I wonder if Adam would want it. And then me as a fan at that time wanting any attention was so, you know, just was like, oh my god, yes, yes, yes. Then they sent it to me. And in the connotation of how inappropriate the relationship was, and we're going to get even more, as a 20-year-old, I'm like, this is creepy. This is creepy, creepy, creepy behavior. So we're going to get to more screenshots in a second, but one thing I want to say as well is a lot of people have been talking about their private conversations with Colleen and just that she would, you know, comment on people's lives. If someone was going through something, she would message them and be like, give me the tea on this or whatever, and she used to very much so pretend to be interested in people's lives. One of the ways she did this with me was on Snapchat. She added me on Snapchat, and I'm pretty sure I was one of the only fans that she had added on Snapchat. Now, already as a sentence, it's a little bit weird that
he was a kid, she was an adult, not a person, so it's a fan back. And this woman is still online. Oh yes. Excuse me. Yes, she is. She had a huge following. She's doing podcasts and stuff. Yeah. It's disgusting.
this grown woman in her 30s had added me on Snapchat. It was in 2017 or something like that, or 2018, so I would have been like 15, 16 or something like that.
And I'm also just nervous about, like, it doesn't matter who I pick, because I wouldn't just pick you. If I did it to 2 people last time, I ended up doing it for 3, because I did it for Eli too. So if I did it that I talk to privately in DMs, and I'm picking favorites, and I don't actually care about the fans, because they don't consider you like a friend. So I'm nervous about Ziv, and like, it was really expensive to do last time. So I don't know if it's worth it for me to spend thousands and thousands of dollars for everyone to hate me.
And one of the main things I remember in particular was I was on holiday with my family, and I would send a Mer pic every day, or if I was at the beach or something like that. And one thing Colleen did was, she loves body checking. And one thing she used to do that has stuck with me to this day is she would always compliment parts of my body that were very skinny. And this is something that has lasted with me for my entire life. I know a lot of people struggle with their bodies. I know a lot of people struggle with eating, and I know a lot of people struggle with stuff like that. And so, to put into context, a lot of things that Colleen has talked about online have been body checking, and she talks often about, you know, body issues and stuff like that. I just want to let people know that a main reason that I have a lot of body issues is because my favorite person in the entire world was complimenting whenever my arms looked skinny, or my legs looked skinny, or something like that. And at that stage, my body was just developing, so you can imagine how many years I went through of trying to replicate, and even struggle with it to this day, of trying to replicate that same body of like a 15-year-old, which is impossible at a 20-year-old. And I've been seeing a lot of people coming into my DMs talking about how they felt.
Okay, to me, and this is just me, she has a serious issue. Apparently she likes how young kids look, because as soon as they start maturing, she has issues, and like you said, she would point out certain things. I am blown away that this woman is still online, that she still has followers. I mean, even he was showing the chat in the podcast she was doing, and people were, the people were asking her and saying justice for Adam, and and they would delete the comments as fast as they were coming in. I don't understand it.
Uncomfortable with how Colleen, if she would compliment their selfies or something like that as well. And I think the overarching point here is that no YouTuber should be that involved in someone's life. And also no YouTuber should have their fans on Snapchat. Just a random point. Okay, now I want to move on to something to do with Corey before we jump right back to Colleen. So Corey is Colleen Ballinger's best friend. And there is a group chat. So the way there was the weenies with me and my friends and Colleen and Jessica, Colleen's sister-in-law, there was a group chat called Corey's Clit. A lot of fans in it. And, fans of very different ages. Let me say that.
Okay.
And first of all, I want to get to this threat that he spent the time of my
had these groups. Now, her audience with this Miranda Sings character were young, very young teenagers. Why is she having private group chats with them in the first place? Yeah, not encourage the he was a kid and she was an adult, not appropriate to encourage fan bashing. I agree with that. Yeah, well, she is nasty. I don't understand how she's. Mm,
Very clearly uncomfortable with some sort of conversations going on because they were leaking them. And Corey sends into this group chat of people of very young ages and says, I swear to the Lord, if I find out you leaked this info to your friends, I'll block you all forever. And that may sound like, oh, he's gonna block, like what a threat. When you're that obsessed with someone, that's the worst thing in the entire world. So just using the power dynamic. And then I got sent this of a voice memo.
and that's what really upsets me too. Is this guy was her age, her best friend, this Cody. He knew these were all kids. He also knew that by threatening that they would be blocked and stuff from these groups and stuff to these young teenagers, it probably meant everything.
From that same time period that Corey sent into that group chat. It is 6 minutes long. I have been sent a minute of it, and the person has told me that they may send me the rest of it as well. Let's listen to this.
Uh-oh.
That Corey sent into this group chat.
Hey everyone, it's Corey. I just wanted to record a voice memo because I have like a lot to say. But first of all, I just want to say that like I love all of you. Like you honestly mean so much to me.
Oh my god.
You have no idea. I know that it sounds weird because I'm a full-grown adult and some of you are younger.
It may sound weird to say that I love you all so much because I'm a grown adult and so many of you are so much younger, is the sentence he just said.
Oh my god. Blah blah blah. But I can honestly think of all of you like as my best friends. Like I don't have friends.
Oh
and
god.
I'm a loner and I'm a loser. Like my only friend is Colleen. And like it's so comforting to like go online and talk to you guys and feel like loved and cared about because I love and care about all of you. And I trust you and like I like with all my friends I vent to you and when I'm angry and I feel better and I feel comfort.
He went in a group chat of what he said was a lot younger than him and is saying this. And all of this has started to unravel.
Okay, so this best friend, Cody, is just like her, and he co-signs all this and participates in it knowing that these are children. And you can bet, with all this now that he's doing coming out, with Adam and some of the other group and stuff coming out, she'll throw that Cody under the bus and blame it all on him, just like she did with Adam. These people are, in my opinion, they're sick. Wow, I can't just sick. Wow, I can't. Just a sick group of people. Yeah. No wonder they were best friends. He's just like her. But it's becoming too much. Oh, I'm sorry, Stargazer. But I get it.
Since I posted that video. And it is so validating and unfortunate at the same time. It's unfortunate that other people experience what I experienced, and it's validating that now people know that I wasn't lying because I wasn't just the only one.
By you all, and I hope that I can do the same for you. But like this whole thing with Krista has just escalated into something really bad.
There was a drama happening, and so he's talking about that. So I wanted to play that, and now what I wanted to read out is a DM I got from someone who's in that group chat threatening me. Because people in the group chat sent me this information, I posted about it because it was very disturbing, and people in the group chat, 2 members, are now threatening me.
I do want to let everybody know, this could be a trigger warning for anybody, and I'm sorry if it is. And I think that's about it for the recordings with the Cody dude. I'm sorry, Stargazer's mom.
As if that'll do anything, but this is terrifying that years later, people in the group, I would hope it doesn't exist, I would hope it doesn't exist now, are actively defending this behavior. This is the DM I got. Adam.
How to escape the heat if you don't have an air conditioner. This only takes 5 minutes. Tired of hot and stuff?
On behalf of everyone who was a part of the Corey's Clit group, what a sentence. We don't hold a negative view of the fandom or its members and ask that you don't continue to share private messages, screenshots of the chat, or discuss it, as you were not involved. You're entitled to your opinion of Colleen, Corey, etc., but that opinion doesn't apply to everyone, and we find it unfair, disrespectful, and self-serving that you continue to slander something you have no perception of, or a biased perception of. Your negative experience in the past are valid, but directly tagging and slandering people on Twitter, Colleen and Corey is who they're talking about there, seems to be to grow your following, and nothing more. So I respond and say, with so much love, I didn't bring it up. It was in the video that I was reacting to. Cody's video. I didn't bring any of this up. Did not resurface any of this. From my screenshots too, didn't resurface it. This is why I have to make these videos. Because my story is being brought up and people are talking about my story and they're not me. Also, your message is very ironic. Because the only way the messages would have gotten out from this group chat, and so many more behind the scenes, means that someone in your chat leaked them and felt uncomfortable with them, or at least felt that there was a conversation about them. Nobody else. And again, I never shared them unless it was in a video I was reacting to, or a tweet someone sent to me. So take this issue with the members of the chat leaking stuff, or people posting it to discuss. We have a response. You mention things in your group chats in your tweets though, and draw direct attention to them. This person is so unfortunately manipulated that they're still defending this relationship. That's why people need to still talk about this. I got out of it, so many did. This person didn't. The member of this chat who shared the screenshots shared them because at the time she wanted... Wait, sorry. Because as admitted to her, she wanted to share that she was receiving messages from someone she idolized. So, congratulations, you just played into the card that I've been saying about how this is very abusive. I'm not looking for a patronizing conversation. Just wait until you get to the next message, though. I just want you to be aware that not everyone shares the same view as you do. As if I've done something wrong here. And it's unfair to you to speak on behalf of the whole fandom who don't share the same beliefs. Well, in the past 24 hours, a lot of them definitely do. Genuinely, why are you bringing up the same beef you had 3 years ago? Because I just got validated 48 hours ago. And then I go, how is it the same beef from 3 years ago when new message and info has just been released that has now changed everything? And then they go on and then they don't respond to me anymore. And then other people in their chat, but I'm not going to, just to give you a taste, right, of like what I'm currently dealing with these like people who have not gotten out of this yet. So there's people out there.
That's why this was all brought back up, because he was attacked and called a liar and everything else. But stuff has been surfacing to prove he was telling the truth. So I'm glad you're back up and running, trucker. Outlaw. That's good. I was shocked though those handed me drinks and food. Aw. There's some good people still in this world. But this is all coming back out because he never released none of the stuff that he had. Other people that were in the groups have been to let people know what she is, what she's done, and that he's been telling the truth all along.
There that have not gotten out of this yet. Something else I want to bring up about Corey before I have 2 things about Corey before I move on, and then we're going to get back to Colleen. So, Corey, first of all, has deleted every single tweet that he's ever done to someone. Not all of his tweets. So got rid of all of that evidence, and then there was more that people were showing, and then ended up deleting his account. If you're not guilty, why are you running from social media? And then I got sent this today. So there's a section of the Colleen fandom that are now no longer in the Colleen fandom, but they're, you know, kind of coming back and talking about everything ever since I posted my video. And one of my friends sent me this. So one of the people in the X fandom tweets, "There's a picture of Corey's balls in my camera roll." And when I saw this, I knew exactly what it meant. They went, "Oh, I meant bath bomb." And then my friend goes, "Can you send me that, please?" And they respond, "I'm not going to send you someone else's balls," even though they've clarified that they have Corey's ball pics, literally balls, in their camera roll. And my friend goes, "Censor it." And they go, "I know you probably want to use that as evidence for Adam's video. I don't want the pictures, nor need them. I have seen them, by the way, from whenever. I've seen them from years ago. I don't need to see them."
Wow. Wow. And this was shared in a group of very young teenagers. Make it make sense, because I can't.
I also don't need to post them. This is enough. They've confirmed that it happened. "I know you want to use it as evidence for Adam's video, but I don't think this holds up since he pretty much deleted it immediately. Also, I'm sure that falls under revenge P, even though they've admitted they have it in their camera roll, which is really creepy years later." And then my friend goes, "Censor that part, but send the pic in general. Unless you have the context, send that." The person responds, "Nah, the context," so here you go, "was that Corey posted a picture of him floating in the bath, or of him in the bath, sorry. But you could see his balls floating in the bottom of the picture. He deleted it shortly after and claimed that you could see the remainder of bath bombs. And it's not like he sent it to me, he tweeted it and I downloaded it." Just something that's going on behind the scenes right now, by the way. I've unfortunately been reached out to by a couple people who've been involved in Colleen Ballinger's childhood cancer fundraisers behind the scenes. I will not share the text that I have received because unfortunately some of the people are not even here anymore. But there is so much shady shit that is being talked about right now that will come out about her childhood cancer fundraisers. And I would just like Colleen Ballinger.
Wait a minute. She even did this stuff with fundraisers? Are you kidding me? There is so much going to be coming out about this because he's finally putting out the receipts and the proof, and others from the groups are coming out with proof as well. And I hope it's enough, honestly, to get this woman and her BFF Cody off social media, off online. Because he's just as creepy as her. Wow. You're going to use fundraisers for sick kids. Lady.
Ballinger to please post the receipts of every year, the exact amount of money she donated to the exact organizations. That's all I ask. Please. That is all I ask. That's all I ask. Because the money goes into her bank account before it gets donated. And it sits for months. If I can ask for anything after everything I've been sent, I need Colleen Ballinger, please. I've donated. Thousands of people have donated. We're talking hundreds of thousands.
Why is the money going into her bank account and sitting for months? The fundraisers, the money should be going directly to the charity. That's what a con does. Yeah. It's brought all back up, Sally, because he was so attacked when he came out a couple years ago with all this to show who she was. But he didn't show the evidence that he had because of all the hate and all the behind the scenes stuff that was being done to this kid. So others have started coming out that were part of these groups, the weenies and stuff. And he's actually got support now, and a lot more is going to be coming out. I just have a feeling there's more than him, and that's evident by the stuff she was saying in the group chats. And she said it herself, she didn't care about her fans, and she made fun of them all the time. But she would have had nothing had it not been for him and the fans, because he was the Miranda Sings social media. He was the one doing it all. It was his ideas. It was his videos he put together. It was his tweeting with the fans. It was all him. It wasn't her. And she's lied. She came out and lied and said none of it ever happened. She never sent him anything. Yet he's got the proof that yes, she did. He showed the lingerie she sent him.
Every single year. Please show the receipts. You're not being accused of anything. Please show the receipts of every single year, the exact amount of money that you donated to the exact amount of organizations, and the amount of money that you personally donated as well. Please show it. Now, I have one thing about Eric before I get to all of my texts with Colleen. So, Corey messaged Cody and basically implied that I was, like, harassing Colleen, because I had edited her face onto, like, provocative bodies. I cleared that up in my last video, but basically it was proven that Colleen was asking me to do that. But anyway, another thing that's brought up is he talks about something that was posted on a website, PH, and they're basically implying that I was inappropriately harassing Colleen and Eric. And it was that I uploaded a video of Colleen and Eric onto this site. However, I have just found the evidence that, number one, Colleen thought it was funny and asked me to do it. And number two, Eric ends up so basically...
Okay, guys, I'm going to take you all to the kitchen with me real quick. So I'm going to mute me so you don't hear my sounds. But let me know. I'll look at the chat real quick. Let me know if you still hear the video playing. This is insane.
Basically, it was a kissing scene from Haters Back Off. I uploaded it because it was literally in the group chat, I was told it. Anyway, and the caption was, "Young girl from Tacoma, Washington has her first kiss." Trolling, right? Eric uploads it on his personal Instagram, professional Instagram, sorry, and goes, "Whoever did this, you're a savage and I believe in you." And Colleen liked it and commented laughing emojis too. So Corey is just lying on me yet again. Now let's get to Colleen. I'm just gonna go in order of things I find interesting. Now again, this is not my like Twitter conversations with her or Snapchat, this is just Instagram. So I'm just gonna like read through some of these, and this is not all of my conversations, these are just things that I like wanted to read out or I want to give context for, so I'm just gonna, as quickly as I can, go through as many of these. So I have this one that says, "That's just in the US.
Achieve a perfect eyesight with this incredible glasses. Millions of people in America wear glasses, but what happens when the prescription changes? The only option is going to the doctor and wait for a new pair, and that can cost you hundreds of dollars. But thanks to these affordable eyeglasses, you can have the solution for a perfect eyesight at any distance. They are the world's first adjustable eyeglasses for both distance
She's talking about concert tickets. "I'll give you tickets to the show." And she goes, "You have to come backstage and hang." Now, this was another one of her ploys that she would ask me to do things for her, and this was one of the rewards. I would get to come backstage and hang out with her. This never happened. She was lying here. It never, ever happened, and we'll get to that in a bit. She messages me on the 15th of March and goes, June, bitch, June. And I go, "What?" And she goes, "I don't remember the date. I'm doing 2 nights in Dublin. I'll give you as many tickets as you need. I'm trying to bring Eric."
Okay, I'm going to let this play for a couple minutes so that I can feed my daughter real quick. Because, of course, she can't eat lunch at lunchtime.
"He's so sweet." And I go, "When are you announcing the dates?" "No, my exams are on while you're here." It was my GCSEs, really big exams. And she goes, "What? No, you're not coming at all? Why can't you just come after your exams? The show's at night." So it was in Dublin, so it was 4 hours. And I remember on Snapchat, she had messaged me and was like, "Is there any way you can get your parents to get you to do your exams at a different time to come and see her?" Just something to know as well. And she goes, how far is Belfast? We might do a show there on the 9th and London on the 6th. Belfast is closer and it's on a weekend, so I'd be able to come. I'll give you whatever tickets you need. I'm trying to add that. I'll keep you posted. I hope it works out. I have to see you. Alright, and then we go on and she goes, I send her an outfit that I might have worn. She goes, it's a cute look. I am bitch. I go, I hope you're having a good day. And she says, I'm a happy C word. Belfast and Cork. Don't know the dates yet, but she's fucking touring Ireland, Henny. And then a couple days later, I sent a picture that she posted of her and Eric, and she goes, hee 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 hee, and I go, how are you not showing everything on the internet? This was whenever I knew about their relationship, like months before they acknowledged it, and the crossover with Josh was something that I was aware of as well, which is why I apologized to Josh for literally just lying on the internet to defend Colleen and Eric's relationship.
Okay, guys, I'm going to fast forward a little bit through this because this is a long video and there's so many more videos. I won't be able to do this all in one live because more and more stuff is coming out. Yeah, that channel needs to go down. She's huge though. I'm just hoping that with all the proof that is coming out, something does happen.
She goes, I love it. Sometimes I want to brag about how great he is, but it's nice feeling like I don't have to. Another conversation on a different day. Jessica Ballinger, Colleen's sister-in-law, had bought Parker, her son, one of my merch t-shirts, and I was super excited for it. It was top had my hamster on it. And I go, look at him. This woman is incredible. Every single thing I've done, she has supported me in, which is ironic because that is not actually the truth, and I just was incredibly manipulated by these people. And Colleen goes, we all love you. So cute. We genuinely love you so much, and we are all appreciative of your support and love for us. We talk about you and the other cuties all the time and stalk you guys. Yet another example of her just blowing smoke up my ass so that I would be her favorite person in the entire world, or that I would be hers. That's one of the things that, here's the thing. She says this with a purpose. She doesn't love me. She doesn't care about me. Her immediate message right after that, before I even get to respond, is... That's one of the things that made me more upset when there was rumors going around that all of you are just views or paychecks to me. It offended me so much. You guys are my friends. We're not her friends, but she was getting called out on Gossip Garden at the time and for parasocial relationships and said this to me, that she was upset, so I would go and harass the people on the Gossip Garden.
She had him harassing people for her. A child. A child. I cannot.
So I go, I love you, I'm gonna continue to support you, it's my favorite thing to do. She goes, sorry to go squeent on you, but it's true. Squeent was because of queent. Squeent was a word that she used to make fun of, like, fans that were, like, really, 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 like, annoying and, like, overly just, like... So we would say there were squeents. And she would say it as well, to, like, make fun of fans. And so that's her going, sorry to be all squeent on you. And I go, you're fine. Y'all are my sunflowers, my happiness, my everything. So squeenty. So basically her making a joke that she's being so soppy. And I genuinely mean that, proud of you. She didn't mean any of this. At this time, I spent my night harassing people on this gossip site for saying that she doesn't care about her fans. Because look, she loves me. She loves me.
Wow.
I genuinely mean that.
Wow. This woman acts like a teenager. It's super creepy and so wrong. Yeah, you know, T, for her to send him tweets and comment about the bodies, she clearly likes the young teenage look. And let's face it, she will comment on his body parts, and she until you start maturing, and then she has an issue because your body's maturing, you're growing up. This is...
I'm proud of you. Keep posting videos and pushing that merch, Henny. You have a good work ethic. It'll take you far. Most people give up. Just bombing me with love because she wanted me to defend her on social media. One of the many, many, many times. Alright. So she goes, oh my god, your hamster, can I get a cute crop? I'll wear it to the meet and greet. So here was another example of I had just defended her and gotten in so, like these Gossip Garden used to bully the shit out of me because I was a kid defending her and they would make fun of everything to do with me. And this is all on the web right now, like web archive. This is like proven. And she didn't care that I was getting backlash. She didn't care I was getting bullied. She didn't care that I was, you know, a kid was getting harassed online because she wasn't doing it herself. She was not the one getting the backlash. So then she goes, oh my god, I'll get a cute, you know, can I get a cute crop top? I'll wear it to your meet and greet about my merch. Oh my god, she's gonna wear my merchandise to her meet and greet. I had like created my own merchandise. I was so excited. She's gonna wear that to the meet and greet because I had just now done all these things for her.
Wellness finds too good not to share. Isn't it energized and ready to take on the world? That's exactly how I feel since I found these sleepers.
And spoiler, she did great. She didn't wear it to the meet and greet. And she ended up wearing it months later. Instagram photo that she privately sent to me. And that was it. I had private, like, for her and stuff. Here's another one. So she put me in her book with all these young pictures of her. Don't send me that photo. Getting my flights to Dublin this week. Yes. And I go, the internet has turned on Josh. His album is like 4 songs objectifying women, and people are reading into the lyrics and dragging him for being white trash. Is what I said. She goes, really? I feel bad for his girlfriend. Sorry, I feel so bad for his girlfriend. He released an entire album about his ex, and he has a girlfriend. That's literally so mean. So, Josh released an album, and Colleen's now telling me that that album was about Colleen, even though Josh had a new relationship. Because Colleen was obsessed with Josh, even when she was with Eric. I feel so bad about his girlfriend. He released an entire album about his ex, and he has a girlfriend. That's so mean. Also, he stole tracks from popular songs, which is, like, illegal. But see, she wanted to always see who was talking shit about Josh. Because it looked like everyone liked it, so she would also do her own little research. I haven't listened to the thing, because I don't really like hearing lies about myself. Alright, and then I start sending the hate comments, and she goes, oh my god, because that's what I would do. I would have to go and look for the stuff myself. And then she goes, I can't believe no one is calling him out for literally stealing a Jason Derulo song. And I go, did he sample it or steal it? And then she goes, I mean, it just sounds the exact same, just a note higher. Why is she talking to me? Why is she just talking shit about Josh to me? Who cares? And by the way, this goes to validate that whenever she would literally put her like private conversations about
I'm not sure. I know that she would be at award shows and you know, the kids shows and different things in California because you know there will be pictures of her posing in front of the screens and stuff. I'm going to try to fast forward a little bit because we'll never get through it.
her divorce. And by the way, I'm going to quickly just remember that I have this. People didn't believe me that she talked about her divorce in the group chats. Here on Colleen's Weenies, she says, being screamed at every day for hours and being told you're a piece of shit is not love or making a marriage a priority. Just want to throw that out there. And protecting yourself and getting out of an emotionally abusive relationship is not giving up on a marriage. It's brave. So that's like things she would say publicly in the chat, and then she would have a lot privately with me. So there's your proof that she was doing that, because people are like, there's no way a 30-year-old would be talking. There's your proof, by the way. So there's her talking shit about the album. She goes, I didn't see any comments like that. He broke up with her, so that's awkward. I just want him to stop talking about me, she says, even though he wasn't, she was. Alright. It's a good song. I do like Jason Derulo. And then she goes, oh, so I say that she needs to do something about the meet and greet questions because people were starting to catch on about Eric Lean. And she was like, why are people asking if we're dating? I've confirmed it like 699 times. Everyone knows it's so weird. So then she goes, what? I didn't see any of that. I just looked and saw the ones you were talking about. But yeah, he literally said he's not exploiting, but then puts her in a video. I don't want to watch thumbnails against my will. So this is about Josh again. And she's basically calling him transparent for being very obsessed with her. That's what those ones was. Alright, so we move on a little bit from that. There are many moments like that on Twitter and on Snapchat as well. Just proof that it's happening, by the way. And we're going to circle back to that because there's more about that. On the 14th of May, Colleen's this night. Let's hang out before the show. Lee hasn't booked, but he sent options. So basically, so here is her doing something that I'm gonna get excited about. I get to hang out with my favorite person in the entire world before the show. Oh my god, everyone else is gonna be out at meet and greet. I'm gonna be backstage. However, she immediately follows it up with You Like Broken, which was one of Josh's songs on the album. I tweeted on my Twitter, oh my god,
Yeah, she's located here. He's located in Ireland. But she was here in the U.S. And she went over to Ireland to meet him, and then was all bent out of shape because his mama was there. Let's see.
I actually enjoy this song, LOL, what have I become? So she said something, let's hang out before the show, then immediately to get me really, you know, oh my god. And then we'll say something to try scare me a little bit so that I don't want to ruin it. And that's why she's like, you like Broken? And then, so I'm obviously gonna be like, no, I was joking. She sends Phillips home. So basically she's implying that he's stolen the song, right? And I go, girl, I'm trolling. I haven't been able to listen more than 5 seconds of that shit. What's ironic is I actually really love that song. And I go, did you see the videos of Bella and her sister dancing to the album? Bella was a super fan of Josh and someone I actually consider a friend now. And I feel, oh, Bella is another person I will apologize to. Bella, there's no need for me to treat you how I did on social media. I can shut up and people believe.
With the Affordable Care Act available, the $1,400 a month benefit for eligible Americans 25 years and older making under $50,000.
Believe him. And like, it's 2018. Why is this still a thing? His perk girlfriend has to deal with him always talking about me. It's so weird. He can't fathom that maybe he treated me terribly and that's why I left. He's so cocky that he's the only way a woman would leave him is if... And then we go on and we start approaching the time where I'm about to meet her for the Dublin show in 2018. And I go, are you still up for the Waxwork Museum? And she goes, obviously. So basically, in the time period on that, I did a lot of shit talking of Josh and for the show. So the day before the show, so I'm peak excited that I'm gonna hang out with her tomorrow, right? I'm gonna go to the Wax Museum, we're gonna take pictures, we're gonna vlog, we're gonna whatever, right? On the day before, so I'm peak excited. I will do anything for her. I'm like willing to talk about anything. Whoa, did his new girlfriend block you about Josh? And I go, yes. She goes, in caps, that's a big ass deal. And I said, when did you get to Ireland? And she said, this afternoon, then we're gonna...
Now, mind you, this is a 30-something-year-old woman talking with a teenager, a very young teenager, having her do all this stuff for him. But I'm going to fast forward a little bit because I did play that part in the beginning. I said, there's so much here, there's no way I'll be able to cover all this in one live. There's just so much. And more stuff is receipts. Proof is being released.
4-hour drive from Derry. My parents are driving me, my mom and dad. She goes, I haven't eaten today. Is it cool if we just get lunch instead of plans? The plans end up happening. It's 5 minutes maximum. Eric's outside the entire time smoking. I sit with her. She's sitting on her phone like this the entire time.
I just fast forward a little bit because we heard the part.
I'm already way too long into this video. I want to move on to the next section because I want to clear my name when it has to do with this next topic of what went wrong. If you want to know more, we can do more, but what went wrong? Let's do the next section of the video, okay? Alright, so for the final section of this video, what I want to do is something that has infamously been shared, not by me, so I would actually like to share it myself and just go through everything. I mean, I don't need to hide any messages.
See, that's what I was saying before. He had not shared any of his receipts. And because of all the behind the scenes stuff she was doing to him, her and this Cody, and they were getting other people to do to him, he didn't. But other people started realizing what was going on, and that's why this is all back out again, because people are actually releasing the proof, the truth. You're trying not to listen? I don't understand why she's still on. Well, this Cody, he deleted all his social media, well, at least his Twitter anyway. But he was her age. They knew these were children. And the weenies group was mostly very young teenagers from 13 to 15, and there was even one that was 12.
I know that they were being, selective messages were being hidden when they were being sent to Cody by Colleen, but there was a lot that was left out, and I was made to feel like I was lying about everything that happened in terms of giving Colleen ideas or running the account or whatever. So I think that it's only fair, like I said prior, that Colleen was sending my screenshots, conversations, so I want to give the full context. I'm not going to leave anything out, and the only reason I'm doing this is because she did it first. She literally, in my video, my original one, I had done selective screenshots. She was sending everything. She was sending everything in her conversations with me, but was leaving out huge chunks, whereas in my original video, everything that I showed had it. She was doing it and trying to make me look really bad. So let's just go through. So this is in the conversation of giving Miranda Sings her content for years. So this is 2020. So this is the final, and I just spat everywhere. This is the final section of everything happening. This is it. Like, this is the fallout. This is what happened. So from the years 2017, 2018, 2019 was whenever I would give Colleen ideas, like over Snapchat or over Twitter or something like that. And then the final boss level was whenever she followed me on Instagram, because she didn't follow a lot of fans on Instagram back then. And it caused a lot of issues in the fandom because everyone was like, why are you following Adam and you're not following us? Like, what's going on here? The reason was because we were having these conversations over here. We were having them on other platforms as well for the years prior. But definitely the last time everything was being sent over Instagram because it was like the easiest message, you know, platform. So anyway, let's just go through it, right? So this is from sending the ideas to her saying that, oh, you know, I don't give my password out to anyone, to then giving me the password, to then the tweets she approved, to then the backlash, to when she turned on me, and the voice memos I sent her and everything. This is it. Like, this is the final thing. This is my final communications with Colleen Ballinger. So on March 25th, 2020, I say, I want you to know I spend so much of this having to edit these cringe edits for Miranda's Twitter. So here I sent one of iCarly, here I sent Michael Jackson, like it was just, you know, stupid stuff. Here we have Colleen and Miranda as Kim and Taylor. I just have like a face-chinned picture of Miranda because she would post all of these like ugly photos of Miranda so she would get me to edit them. We just have little things here. We have Miranda Sings and iCarly. And then we have Miranda Sings edited.
I don't know how many of you heard of iCarly. But she was big with the preteens, the very young, just barely teenagers, even up to 15 and older. But he was the one behind the social media presence. He was the one behind the videos. Being a kid himself, he's very talented. Because she couldn't do it without him. She couldn't do it on her own. It would have never happened the way it did if he wouldn't have done all the work for her. And he sent her everything, so she knew what he was posting. I don't know if she got remarried, and I don't know about the divorce thing. She claims it was because it was an abusive situation. She's pretty infatuated with preteen bodies, so I mean, he showed proof that she would make comments about his immature teen body till he started maturing. And she had even girls. I mean, she would, the young girls, she would be inappropriate with. And I'm sure he wasn't. Yeah, there's a lot, and a lot more is going to keep coming out. But her apology video was not an apology. It was a manipulation and a lot of lies. Because she denied ever sending him anything, yet he's got the proof.
As like a man, I use like FaceApp for this. This is an important one. Miranda Sings on the beach. Then I have Colleen being edited as Miranda. She liked to tweet them a lot. And just face-chinned ones. So she responds and go, why does this one look like JD TV? So that's Joshua David Evans TV. That was her ex-husband, Josh. That was his YouTube channel. It was like Joshua DTV, right? So she goes, why does this one look like JTV? And I go, ha 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 ha. And she sends this one, so basically making fun of how he looks with that one. And I go, stop, haha, oh my god. She goes, tell me I'm wrong. I go crying, I hate you so fucking much. Upload some of them, make the Miranda social media popping. I cannot unsee about the Josh thing. We need to start trolling again on the Miranda's Twitter. The last time we were asking for advice on what to do with Eric in Hawaii, I kind of planted the seed and now the relationship grew, which is literally proof that she told me about the relationship here. I'm literally talking about the Hawaii trip again. That's what I always talk about. She goes, haha, okay, yeah, I need to post more as Miranda. And I go, remember the Miranda Brazil campaign on the account? Never seen such hype. So here we have confirmation again that I was working for her in the past as well. Or when I got Kira and you to have beef, do you remember that? She goes, no, when she posted a picture of herself and the outfit was Miranda, she goes, LOL. Basically, there was a viral moment where the singer Kira was dressed as like red bottoms and like a grey top, and I tweeted on the Miranda account that it looked like Miranda Sings. And then Kira like responded or something like that, or Sierra, I think it is actually. So here's literally proof we're talking about that I worked, you know, and gave her so many things over the years, right? Alright, so she liked all the tweets, so she sends me 2 things here, and I go, what an awful fucking page. So I have no idea what she sent me here, but I'm judging by this, it was someone that we probably hated. Oh my god, aside from that, you need to post more things as Miranda. You only post snippets of thumbnails, and when you upload a video, it's crickets. I know, it's honestly because I'm so busy. I go, the more you post though, it keeps the activity up, but I get it. She goes, I can't keep up with being a mom and running all my social medias and my YouTube channel, so I have to pick one, and I enjoy me more than Miranda, so I always pick that one. And I go, but your series is so good, she was doing a Miranda Sings series at the time, to waste your interactions on social media with just posting thumbnails. Well, she goes, well then help me. So here again, she never likes to confirm that she literally kept coming to me for things. Here she's going, help me, and then prior we confirmed that I was doing it for years anyway. By the way, she has said that none of this happened. She said that none of this, she said she did this with all of her fans, but that's, why did she only post my ideas then? I go, I can help you with it.
No, she didn't do it with all of her fans. He built that for her. It was all him. She couldn't keep up because she wasn't the one doing it. I'm way behind on the video.
This, I told you, I always do a good job with this. I've been training with Cookie Ballinger, which was my fan account at the time, for 7 years. Unfortunately, I know your brain. Little jab. And she goes, okay. And then she goes, I love all that, I don't know what now. How do we do this? So this was now her saying that she was giving up on Miranda. Like, in years prior, she was excited to do Miranda, so whenever I would send ideas, she would love it and post it. Now she was starting to, and I remember we did like a Snapchat call or something like that, where she was like, I'm giving up on it. She was like, I just need you to help. And I mean, literally her messaging helped me. So this was the stage where she's like asking me, how do we do this? So this is no longer sending her ideas. This is her saying like, what do we do now? Like, how are you gonna help me with this? And I go, well, how do you want to do this? Alright, she goes, haha, I was born in, she's basically making a joke that she's old, and I go, granny. I don't know how I want to do this, because I've never done it before. What were
Special self-cleaning and self-cooling sheets are flying off shelves, and here's why. Regular bed sheets are not made to lay on for a long time.
you thinking, boo? So again, this is very much so for the first time she's like giving up on Miranda, whereas before it wasn't like that. I go, well, you could change the Miranda password to a bunch of random numbers or something and then lead on it. So it's a completely different password to your other social medias, and you could send the new number then basically, so she wouldn't have to give me her private information, and I wouldn't need to have any of her passwords except for the Miranda one, right? And by the way, I just enjoyed sending Britney Spears pictures apparently at this time. I would rather just post them myself. Not even Eric or my agents have my password. Can you send me the tweets and stuff and I'll post them? And I go, yeah, of course. So she was like, how are we gonna do this? Whatever. Didn't want the tweet sent. Now I was like, okay, well, do you want me to like just tweet them then? She goes, no, like not even Eric or anyone has my password, which we'll go on to see that like that wasn't the case, and she ends up giving me her password. She's like, just take it. But here I am going like, yeah, of course, like if you want to do that, like think. Here was the thing that I was so excited. I felt like I had a job. And there were so many
it was all your ideas anyway that she was using. So, but she did give him his password, her password, And then from then on, he did all the postings. He's the one who was talking with all the fans, not her. She wasn't doing any of it, but she was aware because he would send her everything. Unbelievable.
Basically, I can submit the tweets and she has to approve them. Sorry, my dog Bonnie is right here if you hear snorting. So basically all of this right here, buffer account can be username, I don't need the password. It's basically, I can, you know, send them in and then she approves them without needing a password. She goes, it's not that. It's that I want to approve everything before it's posted, which is so interesting because the crumbling of everything was because she said that the Meghan Trainor tweet was, you know, my doing and whatever. However, she's specifically saying multiple times that she has to approve everything, and she does, yet she threw me under the bus whenever she got backlash for the Meghan Trainor tweet, which I'll go on in a second, which was, I was like, shit, I've like lost my job, and I've also lost my friend. There was not a job, and there was not a friend. So can't we figure a way where you send me the stuff and I decide if I want to tweet it or not? I'm picky with how Miranda sings, you know, words, things, or phrases things. So she's making a big deal about this, and yet again, I'm saying, no, that's perfect, don't worry. It's almost like she's pushing the, like, oh no, I don't want to give the password, I don't want to give the password, which is, you know, confirmed whenever she ends up just giving it to me like that. But I have no problem doing all of this, and I did this for years, just texting her the ideas on Snapchat, on Twitter, on whatever. I was stupid enough that I gave this woman years worth of viral content with Miranda Sings. Furthermore, with Colleen Ballinger as well, with video ideas. And it's just like, first of all, I can't believe it, like, from the ages of like 14 to 16, I had that many ideas. I'm not saying they were great, but like, I mean, she thought they were fine enough. Until they weren't, obviously. So I would essentially take what you say and rework it for Miranda's tone, you know? How's COVID in Ireland? It's pretty bad here. Her just pretending to care about me, and I go, pretty bad. So now I start sending the ideas. I think we talked on Snapchat or something around that hour. And because I didn't have her phone number, but it was Snapchat that we would, you know, do the... I start sending them. So here I say Animal Crossing is, and I'm so stupid. Why did I give her everything? Why did I give her so many ideas? Why did I give her my work? Why did I edit these? Why did, like, I get the argument that I was 16, and I'm like, almost like arguing against myself here because it pisses me off that I did this.
You were a kid who was being played, who was being used by an adult to build her social media. For years, you had done all the content. She used everything you sent her.
Animal Crossing is viral right now. Posting that in relation to the game in the caption would do something well. And I have her edited onto Animal Crossing. And then I sent this Brittany because, you know, Brittany's Instagram was being talked about a lot at this time. So here we have a bunch of edits. Brittany is viral again. Why was I giving her all of these? Brittany is viral right now for using Instagram, so use these. Also, there's so many memes of this picture right now, so I find a pink Miranda picture. So this was the stupid love Lady Gaga thing, so I was like keeping up with trends for her. Dua Lipa. The new Dua Lipa album is out this week. There's viral moments about it because it was moved forward due to being leaked. Bunch of tweets about it blowing up and the gays love and support her. I have this one where she has AirPods edited in and she's listening to Twice. Post these together with the caption like streaming Twice. Twice is a grip name. They're an extremely popular and huge K-pop band. And we did that a couple times with BTS. And she got viral tweets because of the BTS fans being confused that Miranda Sings was tweeting about them. It wasn't Colleen's idea, and nor was it her editing the things. It was me. It was me.
Wow. Hey, Blank Slate. So, she wasn't even... They were using other people's stuff, and she was going viral with other people's stuff that he was doing for her that she wasn't even doing, but it was other people's stuff. Interesting.
Doing it, and she took all the credit for it. I never once got credit for it. I never once got the job that I was promised I was going to get. So anyway, I have this where she's not smiling, then she sees Twice, the K-pop band, and she smiles. It was stupid stuff like that that would go viral. And then I have tweet this, which is a picture of a car about to run over Miranda Sings. Write this with a similar caption, would you knock me over for $100,000? You'll get a bunch of people quoting it with, I'll do it for free, which will be more attraction to your tweet and your Twitter analytics will be up. Just like giving her everything. And by the way, she was like just reading these in the moment, right? The Mariah Carey skinny meme. And then, I don't even know the context of this one. These two together talking about a new interview coming up, so it looks like a hamster is interviewing you and it's really stupid. Oh, so basically, just like stupid shit, right? Then I have her on FaceTime to, what's her name? Miranda Cosgrove. And I was like, when Michael Jackson calls me, because there was like a joke about Miranda Cosgrove looking like Michael Jackson, and there were so many ones of those she did as well that went viral. It was Aretha Franklin's birthday, so I was saying that, you know, Miranda should tweet happy birthday Aretha Franklin. PewDiePie did a bunch of, you know, tweets about BTS. Maybe you should as well. They're doing really well with analytics. I would, you know, if you do this, it'll work out well. More things with K-pop, these tweeted really well. And she would send me the analytics over Snapchat, so I would be like comparing them, and again, just whatever. So here we have her holding her son, and she's, you know, looking really disgusted. And then her smiling, and she's holding Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing was going viral. So it was like these two together with That's Better, because Animal Crossing is all Twitter's talking about right now. And then we have basically Miranda Sings edited on iCarly with Brazil, because there was a really like weird meme online at this time about bring iCarly to Brazil. There's nothing I can really explain there. It was just like a meme online that like iCarly were gonna do a tour in Brazil. I don't know how it started, but every tweet that we did about Miranda Sings, Brazil, and iCarly always went viral. And there's so many moments she still hasn't deleted that are from Miranda Sings talking about coming to Brazil or bringing iCarly to Brazil or something like that. So I knew what I was doing as well. Like I knew what worked, what didn't. She knew that I knew what worked, what didn't, which is why she only came to me for them. I've spoken to so many people that I was friends with in that moment, and none of them did this.
Okay.
Or if they did, she didn't use them. And if it was, she was promising a lot of people jobs. And now, by the way, as well,
it was all his work. And I'll tell you what, he was doing that at a young age. This kid is very talented. I hope he doesn't let what she did to him hold him back. Because this kid, he built her one heck of a social media presence for Miranda Sings.
Factor in the 2017 to 2018 to 2019 giving her ideas was, before there was ever talk of a job or payments, it was that, you know, she would be doing something for me. So it was very much so told that she was going to do this competition called Purple Heart Friendship, where she was doing a competition where two fans met because of Colleen and the fandom, got flown out to VidCon, and she told me that she was going to do this competition and she was going to choose me to win. And basically, because of, you know, me helping her out. And she ended up choosing two other people because at a certain stage I was like too busy to give ideas because I was working on coursework. So it was just like things would get dangled over me. And there was a moment as well where she was in Vancouver and she was doing Haters Back Off, and she said that she was going to give me a shout out on a shout out on her YouTube vlog. And it was all because, you know, I was helping her out a lot and stuff, and, you know, she was like, your YouTube's doing so well as well, and people need to see this video, and blah, 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 blah. And these were all things on Snapchat, right, or on Twitter. And basically, whatever happened that I didn't, you know, send a tweet, or I didn't whatever, or maybe I didn't respond for a couple days, or something, she ended up giving a shout out to someone else in the Weenies group chat that we were a part of's YouTube channel who had just been created, a girl called Ava, and she had like just uploaded her first video ever, and Colleen went out of her way to dedicate part of her vlog to getting her audience to go over and supporting Ava's channel as a way of saying F you to me because I hadn't done what she wanted in that moment. So, just like things dangled over me, and then, so I should have known that I was never going to get the job because that was years prior, but I was just stupid and naive. Okay, so here we go.
You weren't stupid and naive. You were a kid. She started with you at age 13. She used you. You were just a kid. In the Weenies disgusting group chat.
And it would be so funny. Now you have to do, I have a secret, I have a Meghan Trainor, This being the first picture, then the reply with this. I never told you this.
No, she never and gave him any credit or ever paid this boy a dime. Not a dime.
Megan, then this reply. It's random shit like this people will love and will confuse them, and that's why, sorry, my dog is just like falling asleep now, and she's like that. It's random shit like this people will love and will confuse them, and that's what the early Miranda era tweets were and why they perform so well. I think it... Just ignore that background noise. So here's an important part, because Colleen likes to run with the narrative behind the scenes that I tried to ruin her career by this cancellation of this Meghan Trainor tweet, right? I think it would be funnier, actually, to write, I have a secret. I'm coming out today for you all. This has been so hard to come to terms with, but I'm proud. I stand before you today as a Meghan Trainor fan. I hope you can all accept me. And then the rainbow and the heart. Wait, that's funny. So basically, I'm pretty sure we talked on Snapchat in between in this time. I mean, I'll give her credit for something. She's very clever that she knows that she can talk on a platform that doesn't save the photos, but anyway, and then I say, and also if you didn't like them, I have more of Miranda Sings edited in Animal Crossing because it was viral, and she goes, sorry, I opened it when I was dealing with a baby and I need to look at everything. Everything is amazing. What should I do first? So the last tweet that I had sent her was the Meghan Trainor coming out tweet with all of the pictures, right? And can you accept me, and I'm proud, come to terms with it and stuff. She goes, everything is amazing. What should I do first? The Animal Crossing stuff. I'm shook by how much you did. It's viral. She goes, okay, I have so much more. She goes, I literally don't know what this is. I don't know what ones are Animal Crossing. So, like, here's the thing. She didn't even know the context of, like, Animal Crossing, and those tweets were going viral. Because she didn't know what was popular, so that's why she was using me. I go, LMAO, it's the last tweet. And caption what? To Insta or Twitter? And she goes, okay. I go, it's viral, so I would put it on both social medias, especially when people can send the Instagram post to their friends. And she goes, thank you, master. I will report back later for my next Call of Duty. I'm just so stupid for providing this woman with so much material. So much material.
For years.
And by the way, she said earlier, I don't want to give you my password because I want to, read captions. She would just take my captions as well. Everything that I did. Everything. Everything. So, when you're online, can I talk to you? So I write the next day, can I talk to you about what I find out? Just been doing analytics, counting, and research all night and morning. Because again, on Snapchat, she would ask me to do that. Oh my god, you're the cutest. Yes, what's up? Okay, so remember everything I'm saying is because I love you so much, and I'm trying to use my experience from the only time, because I was studying PR in school, and mix it with something I'm really passionate about, which is Miranda, and the potential she still has on social media. And then I send voice memos, and I have not listened to these, I think, ever. So I'm sure they're going to be incredibly cringy. I don't want to play them, but she's already been sending all of this thing, to people, so... By the way, I'm 16 at this time, so I probably sound very cringy, and this is going to kill me, but...
Gonna try and make these quick. I don't want to text, you don't want to read. Did a lot of statistics reading from Miranda. Basically...
Oh, my Derry accent's so strong. This is when I was living in Derry. I'm a lot of years out of Derry now.
On Twitter, the tweets about videos and thumbnails were doing a lot worse, but they were doing better on Instagram.
I would also edit her thumbnails for YouTube, by the way, but that's... confirmation.
And your tweets that were just random on Twitter were...
Was the reason she would go viral. She got over 8 million subs. I mean, it was him, not her. He even edited her thumbnails. Well, in some ways, it was taking advantage of. She got big with his ideas. In my opinion, she had her own Netflix show, 10 million subscribers, unbelievable, and it's not because of her. Not because of her, because she used others' work. He even said how they would take other people's tweets and make it look like it was coming from her when it wasn't. You left the bushes and climbed the tree. Oh my God, the other day, my little one came in and asked me if he said, Mommy Kathy, are you in the bushes? I about died.
And then hyping up your videos about your tweets, looked up your future projections for Twitter. Why was I doing this for her? Not so good, but it was kind of just what I was expecting because you don't really tweet. And especially what you saw about the Animal Crossing tweet today. Because it went viral. It has like it'll have 2,000 within like 2 hours, and that's without you even posting for a long time. So the more you post on that account, this is the thing, the algorithm, because you're a verified account, will always top. Because I did PR for a company called BFI, right, and BFI London. And I always posted a lot, and then had the algorithm that pushed them to the top. I'm talking so fast because this cuts off 1 minute. Oh, this one, whatever it is. And I just really want you to know that the reason I'm always pushing this, because
Okay. Oh, not again.
This game.
I was doing this back in 2017 too. You can't say you don't remember that. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I didn't even know I said that. Oh my god! Oh my god! She has ran on social media that I have been lying about this, and that she gets ideas from just anybody. Oh my god! I had this entire same conversation with you. Oh my god! Like, there you have it, confirmed that I was doing this since 2017 for her. Oh my god. Oh, this makes me so upset. This makes me so upset. Because I genuinely care about Miranda, I care about the account. I have the nostalgia of what reading those tweets for me back years ago felt like. And because I'm very up to date with pop culture and just different funny weird shit that my head, because I've grown up with Miranda culture, so like I feel like I know Miranda, and by sending you saw what I was sending last night and the way I was like going like one word, maybe 2 words, just depending on the grammar or whatever like that. Like I feel like I've grown up in that culture, so I'm able to understand that. But it's just like, you know, just having that little fag on your shoulder that can, you know, oh my god, help push. But I definitely feel like there could be a big reinvention. And because of that, I'm determined to get to the point where I can continue to prove to you by sending you these different tweet things. And it's just if you can, you know, keep up with posting them, because having big intervals will just, you know, lead into like what it was. But just at that point. Oh my, I'm just so stupid. I'm just so stupid. So she's asking for my ideas. She's saying she needs help with character. On Snapchat, she's begging me for all of this. And still, I'm giving her everything. I'm making her...
You did her job for her, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion.
Her go viral on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm still sending her voice memos being like, I'm trying to prove myself to you. Where you can trust that, you know, there's such a similar terms of, I understand pop culture, but because I grew up with that sense of always understanding how Miranda writes fucking text, understands things, but then that mixed with, you know, like different things of retweet this for something, you know, incorporating different things that can always push the social media. You're the best, I love you. Okay, master, what do I do now? I'm reading these texts and I realize this woman does not care about me at all. I thought like, I just thought we were so equal, and I thought we were just, that's all she wants to talk to me. Okay, master, what do I do now? And I just did post. She goes, I know. I go, you need a little gay intern helping you. So I go, I find some stats. She goes, I know the stats, and they're really, really, really bad. I go, we can fix that, and we can. She goes, I know, so what should I post right now? And I go, we had this convo in 2017, but let's continue putting it into action in 2020. More proof that this has been something that was happening for years.
You need to trust me with the regular post for the algorithm. Since she posted the Animal Crossing, I would post this Animal Crossing. She goes, I hate you, basically being like, it's so nasty. And I go, terrifying. And she goes, on both Instagram and Twitter. And I go, yes. She goes, okay, both those photos are just the Animal Crossing one and what caption? I go, these two on one post. And then I give her the caption, me during quarantine, and then tomorrow do the Dua Lipa tweet. Her album comes out then. The hype around her name will be good interactions on the tweet, and Dua will probably see the tweet and interact with it. And also today, if you want to tweet about an announcement coming at and say a time, and then at that time post the Meghan Trainor coming out tweets, you'll find it really funny at the trolling. They didn't. I'm posting the next episode of Quarantine tomorrow. Should I start teasing that? And should I post the Animal Crossing on both accounts now? I would post them now. Remember the pic of you and Flynn, post them ones. And about the quarantine promo,
what he's talking about, what happened here is the Meghan Trainor tweet actually didn't go over like they had planned, like he thought it would. And she started getting a lot of backlash because of the tweet, so she threw him under the bus. But yet she's the one who actually tweeted it because she approved it. And she's asking him here, which one should she post? I mean, he did it all for her. It's unbelievable what she's gotten away with.
I would do that after doing the Meghan Trainor series of tweets. People will be tagging their friends in that and sharing it in group chats because it's really weird. And then boom, you have promo for your video. It's all about getting the overall numbers up for your final promo tweet. This is why I'm slow to respond sometimes. And then, oh my god, she's like removed some of her tweet, or some of her, oh my goodness. I don't know what that is. I think she was sending me photos of Flynn, maybe, because I go, he's so cute. Then I say that I have a folder on my MacBook called Miranda Tweets, and she goes, it's my dream. I post it on my story to promote the new Insta post, and I go, that's what I'm here for. The amount of people you're confusing with your tweets is bringing back retro Miranda and how the social media was always. This won't play, whatever it is. And I go, are you planning on posting your thumbnail or snippet? And she goes, I don't know, depends on what I have time to do. And I go, okay, well, if you do the announcement at a blank time, then the Meghan Trainor tweets, then the screenshots, and then the thumbnail, and then the video. And she goes, I don't understand what you're saying about Meghan. And I go, okay, so she asked me to reiterate the Meghan Trainor tweet. So I reiterate this tweet. If you do it and say that you meant, and then, which is what happened, then tweet that the Meghan Trainor tweets that I sent you, of you coming out as a Meghan Trainor fan with those edited pictures. And she goes, when should I do that? She threw me under the bus behind the scenes, saying that I was trying to take her down because of this tweet. And she has now gotten me to reiterate this tweet 3 times, and has now said, when should I post it? So when everything goes wrong, and I was made to feel crazy and made to feel like I set her up, and she was in group chats with Corey saying that that was my end goal and that was my end plan and stuff, and then no one's believing me. I didn't, you know. So I send the edit. With whatever caption you want, but imply a huge announcement coming in 15 minutes. And then, 15 minutes after, the Meghan Trainor tweets. Everyone will be starting to think you're announcing something really big, and then you hit them with that. She goes, should I do that today or tomorrow? Again, confirming that she's on board with the tweet. Before I post the video, I say, today, what are you waiting for? Posting today gives attention for the video tomorrow.
Oh, these ads.
Wellness finds too good not to share, isn't it?
On the same day that she said that she doesn't trust anyone with her password, same day, she goes, okay, cool, I have a present for you, and I've never done this with anyone, but I'm trusting you. I remember getting that and like being like, oh my god, I've got the job. Like, I've done this for 17, 18, 19, 20, I've done this for 4 years, I've got the job. I was like, oh my god, I'm like freaking out. I was like, I've got the job.
So for 4 years, he built her social media presence, which Miranda sings. It was him He was the one that was talking with the fans and stuff, not her. And because one tweet didn't go the way they thought it would, people misunderstood the tweet because she was just saying she was coming out as a fan, but people took it the other way. And
I go, oh my god, you're gonna kill me. And she goes, because I'm so busy, I'm joining today. And I go, I'm sending you love getting through that. And she goes, I'm giving you the temporary password for Miranda. And, oh, well, that was the password. Secret Iris, it's not that password anymore, but go crazy. That was it. She goes, this is not her password anymore, so, it doesn't. She goes, I've got a present. Here's the password. Go crazy. I promise you I'll never do anything you won't or haven't approved. Thank you so much. I love you. I won't disappoint you. So then she goes on, and this message proves that we had conversations about this being a job, and how many times she told me that she was going to bring me on as an intern, I cannot even count. But here we have the final time she said it. Right now I'm considering you my social media intern, but if things go well, we can now talk about it for an hourly rate. I don't like using your creativity and insight for free. So just know I'm not planning on taking advantage of your help. 4 years. 4 years of work. 4 years of help. And I'm planning on making it official if it works. How does that sound, Queen? And I go, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much. I'm just so stupid. I need the Miranda email, blah, 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 blah. Let me see if she sends the email. Hold on. Oh, no, she doesn't. Oh, wait, no, she doesn't. Wait, you're all good, right? I see that you've been tweeting. I'm in. How you thinking? The tweets are doing so well. So, for context, within this time and what, the Meghan Trainor tweet went up. That she had approved 4 or 3 times and asked me to reiterate. And whenever I send it to her and she goes, should I post this now? And I go, yes. She goes, here's the password. Go crazy. The tweets are doing so well. Alright. And then I basically send her all of her fans being so happy. I mean, for making me so happy tonight. See.
so she really used this kid, man. She used him in every which way. But she started grooming him, in my opinion, at age 13. In the Weenies group. Very inappropriate, which you guys all seen in the beginning. How inappropriate she was. Asking him what positions he liked and and other things. This is proof. I'm sorry, it's proof. He's got 4 years of it. 4 years. Shh. Hey.
See you in your concert in May. Someone said this is the most you've been active in an entire year. Quarantine is making you bored. Someone said thanks for making us smile during this time that you're online. Someone said I'm so proud of you. They were making a joke about it. They're so proud of you coming out as a Meghan Trainor fan. Someone said hi, you're still alive because she never tweeted. Someone said you've not my day, Colleen. Thank you, because I was going through and following the fans, tweeting them, and we would have conversations about like tweeting back and forth as Miranda to the fans. She didn't have time to do it. So I was talking to all of her fans as her. You've made my night pretty great. It would be even better if you followed me, love you, bye. And then I responded and followed her. You've been so active today, Miranda. I'm living for it. You're so...
Okay, I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. But we're never going to get through this. Like I said, there's so much more.
Miranda's a troll. Queer baiting isn't funny or a joke at Colleen B123. She goes, uh-oh, am I gonna get in trouble? Be careful. I don't want to be in a scandal and have to apologize. Please, please, please be careful. People are sensitive these days. So, already, I have not done anything except for what she has asked or approved. Everything I've done has been approved. You've seen it, and then she went, go crazy. And I didn't go crazy. I did exactly what she approved. She was going to tweet the Meghan Trainor tweet and then was lazy and was like, here's the password, go crazy. But now's when it starts getting flipped around on me. And here's when I start stressing out, because I'm like, I've lost the potential job and she's not going to trust me, and I've lost my friend, and I'm starting to freak out because I'm like, oh my god, I've worked so many years to get to this point where she's trusted me, she's my friend, and I've ruined it. I have ruined it. And I was confused because I was like, I've ruined it, but I haven't done anything wrong. I'm 16 at this time, by the way. She's 33 at this time or something like that. 30.
Okay, so he was 16. He did this for 4 years, so he wasn't even 13 when this all started then. Wow. Wow.
34 or something like that? I don't know. People are so sensitive these days. This is one of the main reasons it's hard to do Miranda now. People have a hard time understanding satire and jokes, especially with sensitive subjects. But she approved it. She approved everything. She thought it was funny. I'm so glad everything is doing well, but even though you have the password, I need to approve everything you post to avoid problems. I hadn't done anything she hadn't approved. I literally had not done anything she had not approved. So she's flipped it around and now making me start to doubt myself.
Now, a few minutes back, he showed proof that she was aware that she did approve everything and that she did have everything.
It might slow the process down, but we've got to be careful. I go, okay, noted, everyone's finding it funny, but I will take it. I didn't mean for anyone to take it bad. I'm so sorry. Everyone was so excited about it. I'll run things fully past you now. Apologies. Even though I had. And then I go again, will do. I'm really sorry again. I ran that joke past you and everything went down really well. BTS fans were picking up on something that you were saying and they're holding a grudge against your character because she made a tweet making fun of BTS a couple months prior, so they were remembering it. And I'm like apologizing, but at the same time I'm like, I ran everything past you. It's also very important to note that the thing about BTS fans, but I 100% agree with you and I apologize again. And I go, I promise you, it's only the BTS fans that are picking up on this. They were doing the same thing with PewDiePie whenever he provoked them. I'm really sorry. And then she responds at 5 a.m. and goes, I'm not mad, I'm just paranoid because everyone always gets mad at me and now I'll have to apologize. And oh my god, I love everything you've done today. It was magical to see everyone so happy and exciting to see Miranda come back to life. I don't know what this is. Oh no, I just liked it. Oh no! Oh no! She is gonna get a notification right now that I have just unliked and oh my god! Hey Colleen! Oh, that's awkward. She will have just got a notification to her phone that I liked a message. Oh. Well, I've screenshotted everything anyway. And I love everything you've done. It was exciting to see Miranda come back to life. Thanks for letting me know. They scare me. About the BTS fans. I go, I'm being so dead ass with you. They will always, be very woke with you to whatever creator. It's happened to Jenna, PewDiePie, and Shane. By the way, this wasn't BTS fans' fault at all. In fairness, Miranda did provoke them a couple times in the past with jokes and tweets and stuff like that. Oh no! No. I'm pretty sure Miranda had done a video that was like, I don't want to say this, but I'm thinking of the BTS tweets where she was tweeting pretending to be a fan, and they were like, oh my god, you're pretending to be a fan and using them for clout. Wait, I'm pretty sure the BTS fans were rightfully pissed off because Colleen, I think, had made a video in the past being really problematic about BTS. Wait, yes, sorry, I'm wrong. I'm thinking of her provoking them by pretending to be a fan and then being like, stop pretending to use them for clout. But I'm pretty sure she did like a cover of their video or something and was really problematic in it. So I'm just justifying her, filling her ego, when the BTS fans were not doing anything wrong at all. Your followers are up. She goes, yay, Queen of Promo, I love tomorrow's episode. So the basic, show thing that she was doing on her YouTube channel. About Britney, she's iconic. Sorry, so this is just a conversation that's about problematic people like Shane, the Twitter reaction to them and how they use it, and Miranda is fictional. But I understand the sensitivity and you're rightfully careful and I'm sorry. She goes, I think I used to have much more confidence with the character, but after cancel culture started getting crazy, and after my show got cancelled, I lost a lot of confidence. So many people said I deserved for it to be cancelled about her show. I'm a has-been, not funny, etc. So it knocked the wind out of my sails. Plus, so many people turned against me because someone, her ex-husband Josh, spread nasty rumors and lied and said that I was a cheater. So I felt low about everything. The videos I liked didn't make any views. The videos I hate got attention, but it feels cheap because I don't enjoy them. Then I became a mom, and now I'm more sensitive than ever before. I go, I totally get that. Not the mom part, but I'll try. So even though I love my bitch Miranda, like literally I love playing Miranda, it's so fun, I don't do it as much because I'm too I can't have...
So she did lose her show. It did get canceled. And she was trying to bring everything back. Yeah.
Handle people telling me to give it up. I'm washed up, no one likes me, I'm not funny, etc. I want just dumping on me for no reason. I want to think about, so this is why I wanted to help. This was why I helped over the years. Because she would actively say that she was struggling with the character, and I wanted to help my friend out. Whoop-de-doo, I was stupid and naive. I want to think of Miranda in a positive thing and not let it be...
Again, you were a kid. And she played you. She used you. She groomed you from a very young age. Now, he stated in the beginning that there was even a kid in there younger than him. And so that had to have been like 12 years old. What the hell, as an adult, are you doing with a group called the Weenies with a bunch of kids in it and talking to them in a sexual manner and asking questions that you should not be asking and sending them your lingerie?
Tainted by the hate. Does that make sense? I go, yes. And she goes, they can come for you if you don't post things. I'm putting my baby to sleep again, and he woke up, so I'm typing in a room with arms. So I was like, do you want to send voice memos? You don't have to type. So that's why I'm not sending voice memos to you. No, I know. I know what my live shows. They laugh harder than ever. I know it's funny. I know people like it. The internet just sucks, because she was getting backlash. I go, but you have to understand that, you know, whenever you play it safe with someone like Miranda on social media, it becomes very boring. She's an extreme character. That cancel culture or not, she's not going to be offensive, but she's also not going to be polished. So it'd be offensive to be Miranda, but you just have to not be polished. All right. Okay, I deleted the gay tweets. Sorry. I'm too weak. I can't have people thinking I would make fun of the LGBTQ plus community. Don't hate me. And I go, no. So basically, this is now whenever it starts going down the shitter. But she had already approved the tweets. She loved them. I was getting too many hate tweets. I said, it was your call. Anyway, it's fine. She goes, not from K-pop stans. From people in the LGBTQ plus community asked me to delete it. Sad face. I go, that's no problem. I'm sorry about that. She goes, not your fault. She ends up saying in group chats that I was, and Corey, sorry, that I was trying to take them down. You're so funny. I'm just too sensitive. It will take a while for me to get thick skin. Be patient with me. I said, it's all G. I'm just trying to work to reach the full potential. And she goes, I know. And I go, you know, Miranda's Twitter had a 64% rise in interactions today. She goes, I love...
So she admitted in this chat to him, hey, Helen, she admitted that it was her, that she approved those tweets. And the tweet was because she was putting out a new album. Her album was being released. And the tweet was supposed to be the big announcement that she was a fan, but it backfired, and it did seem like, you know, I wouldn't have taken it that she was a fan of hers. I would have taken it like she was saying she was coming out. So that's why all the backlash. And she threw him under the bus for it instead of being the grown-ass adult she is and owning up to it. And then what they did to this kid behind the scenes, her and that Cody and her fandom, was unbelievable.
And she goes, thank you for everything, for always believing in me and always helping me. And this is why I was stupid enough to help her over all these years without getting paid or recognition or anything, because she made me feel bad. She made me feel bad.
Master manipulator.
So then I send the tweets that I, had posted that night, and she goes, LOL, I go in, and then she goes the next day, remember, don't post anything without my approval, and I liked it because I didn't. And then I go that your series is doing well, and she goes, the next day, I'm now getting an overwhelming amount of hate for the coming out stuff. I don't know what to do. It's like every other tweet right now on Colleen Twitter. I haven't even looked at Miranda's, I'm scared to. And I go, Miranda's Twitters are actually quite positive right now. And then I send this, scrolling through the Miranda account, showing that people were engaging well with the tweet and that they just thought it was like really bizarre. And so I'm like, well, your Miranda Twitter is, doing fine.
Yeah, the Meghan Trainor tweet was meant to, like he said, he would scour social media and all the pop culture sites and stuff for the kids. And he would set up the tweets to make it look like she was actually tweeting the stuff, but she wasn't. They were actually using others. And she did do some stuff about BTS that didn't have nothing to do with him. And that's why the BTS fans didn't like her. But the tweet was supposed to be that she was coming out as a Meghan Trainor fan. But it failed miserably. It totally had a totally different meaning to most people.
But I guess she probably was wanting something to whatever, so I send this out. She goes, well, what should I do? Should I address it? Even fans are mad. So at 16, I'm helping this woman get out of a scandal. I go, you can, but it's going to blow all over, or you can have...
At 14 and 15, she had you dealing with her divorce. So at 16, does it surprise me that you're helping her get out of a mess? Hell to the no. I mean, she sent you her bra and panties. Come on.
Faith that it'll blow over and people will not care. Also, if you want to do, the best thing is to say Miranda is a character. So basically, I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to literally say here. I don't know how to, you approved it. I thought it was, I don't know, my 16-year-old brain thought it was just funny.
I get that, T. Kelly. But you gotta understand, she started with this kid when he was 13 years old. So for several years, she had messed with this kid. And he wasn't the only one. He was the one that was doing all the work for her for free. But she was she hung out with the very young teenagers. Like I said, there was one in the group that was 12 years old. 12 to 15 was the age that she really, and kids are easy to manipulate and control. And they thought, hey, here's this famous woman, and she has us in a group just for us called the Weenies. And then she would Snapchat with him. It just, she controlled, she manipulated, and she groomed this kid. That's just my opinion. But as she was doing with some of the others, and I do believe there's going to be more coming out because other kids from the group that were in the Weenies are coming forward. That's why her BFF Cody deleted all his Twitter and stuff like that, because it's all coming out, the things they were doing. Just like the picture he sent, and then he tried to correct it and say, oh, it was the bath bombs. Well, you don't use 2 bath bombs in the water, number one. And it wasn't the bath bombs, because unfortunately, I seen the picture, but I won't show it on here. It was not bath bombs. I can tell you that. And he's just as creepy and sick and twisted as her. But, she did a lot of shit to him behind the scenes. A lot. And he's got a lot of receipts.
All right. You're going to be getting negative attention now whenever you apologize for this. I mean, I'm literally reiterating here that she already approved it. And then I'm literally writing apologies for her. I don't usually address Miranda controversies as a character, but now I know how it is and I apologize. I'm writing apologies for her. I'm sorry if my tweets weren't received well. It was 100% not my intention. She's asking me to write apologies for her. I replied to one person apologizing. The thing is, I agree with them. So now she's just fully turned on me. Queerbaiting is not a joke.
I'm now sad that I've upset so many people. I'm sensitive. I'm near tears. So now was whenever I just...
It had nothing to do with being sensitive. You knew that you were going to get busted out. You knew that this was going to open up a can of worms that you didn't want open. And when he did his first video, he didn't put out all the receipts he had. He even showed you grace then. And you still kept going. And you deserve all the backlash you get.
Lose it. Because she's now saying to me, I agree with them and I agree with the backlash. And I'm like, but we were on the same page. We were on the same page. You gave me the password after approving the tweets. Thank you so much, and I hope you've seen the reach the character has and how many people loved you. I can officially tell you, there was a 78% rise in the interactions. That comes with gains of hundreds of followers. She goes... I'm not going to allow myself to get emotional because I got emotional in my last video, so I'm going to hold myself together here, but you have no idea how hard it was to get sent a bunch of messages that whenever I was like, oh, maybe she's just taking a moment, not talking to me, to then find out that within that moment she was running with this narrative against me and trying to ruin me with him and get people to turn on me and call me someone that was just trying to ruin her career and take her down. You've now seen everything that happened. It was not like that at all. At all. At all. So it was one of the most confusing things of all time. Like, of all time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it was for him. But her apology video is something else. It's a very quick video that he has on his channel. I'm going to stop screen sharing so that I can get to... I don't want to play the whole thing. Because he's reviewing her apology video. And he has some things to say. So I'm going to fast forward through a lot of it so that we can get to the gist of it. You guys tell me what you think. What do you think about her? No, he never got paid a penny. Nothing. She kept dangling this job over him. And mind you, now this kid was 14, 15 doing this work for her. This is a very talented young man. Because she had viral everything. But nope, she ended up never, she would dangle the job over his head and dangle it in front of him. But no. She never gave him the job. In fact, she threw him under the bus and had people go after him, including that BFF of hers that thought it was just funny to do the things he did as well. He's just as creepy as her, in my opinion. But he has a pretty good following on YouTube. I'm looking. Wait, it may be a video and not a live that he did. Let me find it. I know I saved it. It was her apology video. It was really not. It was no apology. All it was her manipulating the situation and blaming everybody else but her. I'm looking for it. I know I saved it. Where did I put it? But I have serious issues with it. Let me see if I saved it in my library. I know I saved it. I just got to find it. I saved a couple. It's just, I don't understand why how she got away with it for so long. Where the hell is that video? Let me find it. And it doesn't, for some reason on my iPad or my laptop, it doesn't give me the save videos. It, let me go to subscriptions or library. Yeah, see here it gives me watch later. Now I know I have it. And it would be one of the new ones. Where the heck did it go? Oh, well. I'll find it. But he spoke to the weenies. He has a new video that he just put out speaking to them. A couple of the girls, young girls, which they're still very young, and you can tell by how they act. You can, her apology video though, like I said, it's no apology. She's just trying to manipulate it to, oh, somebody else is going to go live with this, huh? Oh, the sesh. Oh, okay. Sex therapist. Oh, Cody Tyler. Oh, the one that attacked him. Let me find it. I know I have it. I just got to find it. I thought I had it loaded. But she has a. I was surprised. Um, that she's still doing a podcast and stuff. Kids. There, I think I might have found it. Here it is. I found it. Yeah, ma'am. It's from her blog. So I don't even, I'm not even getting him this one. This is just her quick video that she uploaded. Um, of her so-called apology. Um, addressing everything is what she calls it. And I'm going to fast forward through some of it because I've been on here a long time and I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. But this is one of hers. She has 3.4 million subs on this channel and it's called Colleen's Vlogs. And I'll put these links and stuff in the description after because I wanted to show his. But his is very long because, he keeps stopping it to do commentary. And there's some other videos I want to do in part 2 of this. Because as I said, more and more is coming out. More and more truth. So, I'm definitely going to do a part 2 on this. But here's her.
Some things have come up that I feel like I need to address. And so I just wanted to sit down and have an honest conversation and address everything at once. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is something that is weighing the head.
He showed the lingerie that was sent to him. And it was exactly what her buddy, Cody, and her, he had it on in the video. It's exactly what was, this kid's over in Ireland. He was a kid. Where's he going to get the exact same thing? It was actually mailed to him. And his parents intercepted the mail. So, I'm going to say something not to offend anyone, especially outlaw, but this is a society issue because it's always been a double standard. That, oh yeah, if this would have been a man doing this stuff she's doing, that man would have had charges. That man would have faced a courtroom. That man would have been taken off social media, would have lost all YouTube channels. And she has a couple. Like I said, this one is her Colleen Vlogs. It's got 3.4 million subs. And she had 3.7 million at one time. So it's certain people are starting to believe him. No, T. Kelly, I agree with you. It's always people. There are a lot of people that think, oh, well, it's okay if boys have encounters young. They're boys, but it's not okay for girls. Honestly, it's not okay for either one. Oh, my kids are trying to kill each other. Okay, I'm going to start this and go right to my kids.
Right now, a video has resurfaced of my sister and I from 14 years ago. We were teenagers, and in this video, we are doing characters that are Latino, are completely based on racial stereotypes. It is not funny, and it is completely hurtful. I am so ashamed and embarrassed that I ever thought this was okay. I was a sheltered teenager who was stupid and ignorant and clearly extremely culturally insensitive. Racial stereotypes are not funny. They are not a joke, and they should never be joked about. A few years later, we realized how hurtful the video was, and we deleted it. Not out of fear of getting caught, but out of fear that someone would find it and it would hurt them because it's wrong. I have grown and learned so much from my ignorant mistakes as a teacher, and I've done everything I can. Now, this video was brought to light right after I posted a video on my vlog channel last week with my friend Todrick talking about them and how it is still very much a problem in our world today and how we need to fight against it. People were saying, how dare I talk about
She's using all this other stuff to take away from the situation with Adam. So I'm going to fast forward because it doesn't have anything to do. Oh, wait, where did that go? There it is. That's what I want to see. There, I found it. Yes, I found it. And of course, a freaking ad. Oh my God, these ads are too much. He makes some bucks.
My name is Andre Jean-Pierre. I live in Lakewood, California.
Hi everyone, before this video begins, I just want to tell you that I've been making daily
to his because hers is just going to be too much. She's talking about a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with this, so she can take away from what's actually going on. It has nothing to do with a video of hers from 14 years ago. It's about this. All this stuff is coming out because of this. But when he tried to bring this out in the first place a couple years ago, he wasn't believed. She did a lot, her and her buddy Cody, behind the scenes to this kid. She's very manipulative.
videos recently, but I just want to tell you that I'm going to stop for a while and I'm taking a break from just my social medias because there's been a lot of shit going on, which I'll tell you about, but I've just had enough, honestly. So that's where I'm at right now. So I love you all and I'll see you whenever. This is a video that I never thought I would ever have to make. My intentions behind doing so are that I can disassociate myself from the situation, but also not continuously get asked in future about Colleen and Corey and what happened. Or also hearing things that apparently came from me but I've never said out of my mouth. The purpose behind doing this video is to get my side across and defend myself. As
Okay,
you all know,
this is the wrong video. This is his, but I'm going to save that for later. This was his first video that he put out 3 years ago. It got 1.7 million views. I'll go back to hers. Yeah, I want to go back to hers. Her apology video.
Hey guys, I know this is not my typical video that you are used to seeing.
And I'll fast forward a little bit because she's bringing stuff out that has no bearing whatsoever. It's not about this. But this is how she does it. This girl is good at what she does as far as manipulating these kids. Not adults, kids.
Wrongs and make a difference so that other people don't make the same mistakes that I made when I was a kid. Another video popped up recently that I want to address, and it's a video that I filmed 12 years ago where I talk about taking a flight and an overweight woman sat next to me and I talk really negatively.
And you still did. You did it with him, with Adam.
I'm so sorry. I hope you all can see that the person who I am today is so far from that ignorant person My ignorant words from my past just make me that much more passionate to help the people that my words might have hurt. These things are being brought to light because some people are upset with me for not addressing something that happened a few weeks ago. Someone had made a video saying some shocking and hurtful things about me, and a lot of you wanted me to address it, and I didn't. I didn't address it not because I was just ignoring it and hoping it would go away, but because when this person messaged me letting me know they were upset, I responded immediately. I was very shocked and confused. I expressed I didn't know what they were talking about, and I also expressed frustration that they were trying to bring my son's name into their drama. Then I received a message from this person's mother asking me to not speak his name. So I was trying to respect the mother's wishes and the parents' wishes of this 17-year-old. But it has gotten to a point where there are so many rumors and lies going around, I feel like I need to address it. I do have receipts proving the things that I'm about to tell you. However, I feel uncomfortable sharing them because he is a minor. So I'm only going to be showing you the things that were between adults or things that were already public.
You're lying. You did share things, and you only shared a small portion of it. You didn't show the whole truth. And he's got a video out showing that and proving it, which we'll do in part 2.
Biggest issue that came from his video.
Mind you, this kid was 13 when she started with him. 13 years old. Oh, you're welcome, Tazzy. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. I appreciate that.
Video is that I sent a child underwear, and wow, anyone who heard this out of context and was offended, I completely understand because I would be too. But in this situation, context is everything. So I would like to give you some context to this situation. 4 years ago, I did a live stream, and in this
earlier on, he actually showed the lingerie she sent him, but the side she's getting ready to show you is not the whole video that was out, because she's the one that asked him what he wanted. Now, mind you, this was a 13, 14-year-old kid.
This live stream, I did a giveaway. I was giving away clothes that were unused, tagged still new, that I had just bought, but I did not want. One of the items that was in this box was a really ugly pair of underwear. As soon as we pulled them out and joking around about how ugly they were, why did I buy these ridiculous underwear? It was so stupid.
I just got a big old box from Forever 21 and I want to open it up in front of you guys. Maybe I'll send the ones I don't want to you guys.
She edited this to show her part, what she wanted. She didn't show you the whole thing. The whole thing is they were tweeting with Adam while they were doing this. And she asked Adam for what he wanted. But she has cut and cropped this video, edited this to try to spin it her way. But I showed you earlier what really happened. She left a lot of details out here. A lot. Yeah, she was body shaming children because she would only like the parts that looked really thin and not mature. You know what I mean? And he showed tweets, messages to prove that that's what was going on.
The panties from
and people started asking for them in the live stream.
Everyone wants that bra.
You want the bra?
Everyone wants the bra.
At the end of the live stream, I was done giving away.
She said that it was a box of stuff and it wasn't. It wasn't. She's totally lied and tried to turn this all around. This is not all the video because I showed it earlier in the live. You know, who does that remind you of? Who else likes to heavily edit and crop things and make them seem like they aren't? Several other YouTubers, huh? We could go off with a list. But this clearly is not what really happened in that video. And where she messed up is the real video was already out there. Once it's out there, someone's going to find it People have it. People screen record. So this apology was not an apology. It was nothing but her manipulating her audience.
Then this boy who made this video about me recently, he asked for the underwear.
Yay, we picked people. I think that's enough. I don't know. He has to tell me what he wants.
What do you say? Is he being mean?
He said, hi, you have ugly clothes, but I want those ratchet panties and bras signed by Corey because he modeled them well.
Yeah!
It was so ridiculous and funny, we laughed about it, and I forgot to send them to him. And eventually he tweeted me asking me for them again. I sent them to
sorry about that. That's not what happened though. That's not what went down in that video. You were asking him, a 13-year-old child. Who cares if he was 14 or 15? He's still a child. And it was inappropriate for you to send these to him in the mail. And yes, the exact bra and panties he has, because he showed it. It's in the earlier part of the live.
to him. He put them on over his clothes and posted about them. It was like a big joke within the fandom. I did this publicly. That live stream is still up right now. And I've always given out weird random things in live streams. I've given out a taco costume. I've given out old bobby pins, dirty shoes. A few weeks ago, I sent a fan like a single piece of toilet paper. I've always given away weird stuff. And so in my mind at the time, this was no different.
This fandom is all very young teenagers, mostly. From 12 to 15.
Different than all the other weird stuff I send to my fans as a joke. Now, in hindsight, I see how completely stupid of me. I should have never sent that. I don't know what part of my brain was missing at the time that I thought, oh, this is a normal, silly thing to do. I should have realized and recognized how dumb that was and never sent it to him, no matter how much he asked. But it was a sneaky, creepy, gross thing that I was doing.
She's admitting it, but earlier she denied it and said she never sent anything.
Doing in secret. It was a silly, stupid mistake that now is being blown way out of proportion. He also mentioned in his video that his mom was uncomfortable with me, which was surprising and shocking for me because I was always under the impression, due to the things he told me and the things that I saw on the internet, that she not only was aware of interactions, but she was very supportive of mine. She commented on a photo of him this year at my show saying how it was such a fun night. She gave him a birthday card, 16, with me on it, and he let me know multiple times me and watched my videos. So this is surprising for me to hear because if I had known that, I would have stopped all interactions with him if I ever knew his parents were uncomfortable. Another thing I think is important to address from his video is that he did have access to my Miranda Sings Twitter account for one day. Not for years, and
You're a liar. You gave him the password. You shared you used his work for 4 years. You're a liar. You knew his parents were uncomfortable and told you to leave him alone, and you didn't.
I want to just go over how that whole situation went down. Over the years, I've loved asking my fans for advice on what I should post for Miranda videos, Miranda tweets, things like that. Quite honestly, you guys are the funniest people that I know, and I love your advice. I love your input. I've taken a handful of suggestions as to what I should tweet as Miranda from my fans over the years.
Now, we've seen proof from him, of course she's lying, that for 4 years he was the Miranda Sings social media, the videos, the tweets, everything. This woman.
I didn't address it, not because I was just ignoring it and hoping it would go.
I went back, sorry.
Stream, and in this live stream, I did a giveaway. Clothes that were.
But I want those ratchet panties and bras signed by Corey.
My fans as a joke. With me on it, and he let me know multiple times how much his parents loved me and watched my videos. So this was surprising for me to hear because if I had known that, I would have stopped all interactions with him if I ever knew his parents were uncomfortable. Another thing I think is important to address from his video is that he did have access to my Miranda Sings Twitter account for one day, not for years, and I want to just go over how that whole situation went down. Over the years, I've loved asking my fans for advice on what I should post for Miranda videos, Miranda tweets, things like that. Quite honestly, you guys are the funniest people that I know, and I love your advice. I love your input. I've taken questions as to what I should tweet as Miranda from my fans over the years, and he is included in that. I used a couple of his tweet ideas many years ago. They did really well. He was super funny, and since then he's asked me times if he can help me out social media again.
Now you've seen all but and heard all but seen the messages to and from her and Adam. She's clearly lying. Hi, True Crime Dime. She's truly lying. It had been multiple years, and it had been all his work.
I always thought that was really, really sweet, but most of the time I did not engage in those conversations until recently. A couple months ago, he reached out to me and brought up the fact
you didn't engage in those conversations, but yet Adam has proof that you did, and he's finally starting to show it all. Are you going to run with your tail between your legs? Remember, you said you're so sensitive.
the Miranda accounts hadn't been as active as they used to be, and how he wanted to help me do more social media stuff. So he sent me a whole bunch of edited photos that he had in a folder ready to go for Miranda. He told me about a bunch of funny tweets he wanted to post, and he let me know that he had experience working in social media. He really vetted for himself, and because I'd known him for so many
He was 14, 15 years old. How much damn experience could he have working for anybody? Are you kidding me? You started with this kid when he was 13. What resume did he build at that age? I can't even believe you put this. This isn't even an apology. All you're doing is manipulating and twisting things because your audience is all very young teens, and you can get away with that. He's got the proof, and you're a liar. Sorry, but it is what it is.
years. I was overexhausted, and I don't have all the time I used to have to run all my social media. I thought, you know what, this might be a good situation to test run this and see if this could work out. First time I had hired a fan. I love hiring my fans for many reasons. One, they're super freaking talented.
That's not true. He showed messages saying otherwise. She dangled that job in front of him over his head for 4 years while she was using all his work, his thumbnails, his tweets, his videos. This woman is really a professional liar. True crime, it got worse. She has had a group called the Weenies, and in that group, they were nothing but kids from 13 to 15, maybe 16. In fact, there was one that was even 12. And she would ask the most inappropriate questions like what positions they liked, were they virgins, when their menstrual cycle started, all kinds of stuff. It was disgusting. Her and her BFF Cody, who posted a picture of himself in the bathtub where you could clearly see what he's claiming were bath bombs, but they weren't.
2, they know me better than anybody. And 3, I love supporting their dreams and passions in any way that I can. I've hired my fans to design merch. I've hired fans to edit things for me. And how hiring my employees works is I usually do a little test run to see how it goes. If it goes well, then I hire them officially through my company, and they are paid legally through the corporation. It was no different for him. I wanted to do a little test run. If it went well.
A little test run? 4 years of you using all his work? 4 years? That's not a little test run, honey. And you never paid him a dime. But he did bring out a good question. I don't understand, if you did all these cancer fundraisers for kids, why all the money went into your bank account and sat there for months? Why did it not go directly to the charities? I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just asking a question. It's a legit question. And I'm not putting out there that she did anything wrong. But it just doesn't make sense. Oh, she said him the bra and the panties.
I'll hire him. So I gave him access to my account, and he started tweeting stuff for me. And pretty quickly, there was a tweet that was posted that was problematic. A ton of different things he wanted to post, and I did not look over it closely enough. I did not review it closely enough. I remember the moment.
Oh, honey, He's got the receipts where this wasn't a one-time thing, and you did review everything and okayed it. You approved it all. He's got the messages to prove it. Lord, I hope no one's buying her crap.
Moment when I saw all of these things, I was breastfeeding my son and I kind of just scrolled through and was like, yeah, go for it, have fun, I trust you. And when he posted it, I put zero blame on him at all. It was my fault. I knew better than to let someone else tweet for me. Have reviewed closely every single thing that was going to come out.
Oh my God, she threw that kid under the bus. She never took ownership. Oh my God.
Out of Miranda's mouth. I let him know that I loved him. He did a great job. It was my fault, not his. I publicly apologized for the tweet. I deleted the tweets that were posted that weren't posted from me. I let him know that I was upset, that people were disappointed in me, and then he said he logged out of the account, and that was the end of it. That was the last I heard from him until he sent me the message saying he was really upset with me, and that is when I then responded and got the message from his mom. I care about him so much, just like I care about all my fans that I've interacted with over the years, and I wish him nothing but success and happiness and love. I don't know what he's going through right now, but I don't want him to hurt anymore. He made it very clear in his video that he wants to move on from this and be separated from this whole situation. So let him have that and let me have the same. It absolutely breaks my heart to see people saying negative things about me interacting with my fans based on this situation. I love talking to my fans. I love interacting with my fans. My fans are many different ages. So yes, there are some.
Okay, but you don't have private groups called the Weenies talking to a bunch of young kids. Do you understand that? That nowhere is that okay. Oh, and like I said, she manipulates and twists this. Thank goodness, not just Adam, but other kids that were in the group, including young girls, are now coming forward about the stuff, how she was in these private groups.
Teenagers, but there's also adults. I love supporting them, supporting their passions, learning about them in the same way that you like to do that for me. To me, you aren't just my fans, you're my friends. We all have seen me cry way too many times on this channel about things I probably should have kept to myself. I definitely overshare, and I have definitely overshared fans when they have asked me what's wrong or asked me how I'm feeling or try to console me when I'm feeling down. I have overshared in the past with them and talked with them a little too much when I should have kept things to myself or talked to family or close friends instead. There are plenty of other stupid mistakes I've made in my past that I've learned from and grown from. There are plenty of other jokes I've made in my career that seemed appropriate at the time, but now I realize were never appropriate to begin with. I've learned from these things and I will continue to learn from them and grow from them to become the best me that I can possibly be. I've lived my life on the internet for you guys all to watch for over 12 years. I love my job, but one of the difficult parts of my job is that I am very much put underneath a microscope, and any and all mistakes I ever make are definitely shown and blasted.
No more of this. I can't listen because I've already seen the videos that I'm going to put in part 2. This woman is lying through her teeth. There is nothing. That's not an apology. That is not an apology. That's my opinion, but it's not an apology. What do y'all think? Do you really believe anything she said after what you just watched? And he's the one with all the receipts. She shows the edited version and only part of the conversations where he's showing the whole conversation. Like, yeah. Do you all think, what do you think about and if there was nothing to hide and nothing wrong, why did her BFF, who was a very big part of these weenie groups talking to these kids, Why did he delete everything if there was nothing wrong? That's just. Mm, I, you don't delete stuff if you did nothing wrong. But that's just my opinion. Now I know I have my exit in here. What do you guys think? I'm looking for. I think it's. No, that's an intro. I'm pretty sure that's an intro. Let me see. No, it's not. Okay, cool. It might be. Let me check it. No, it's not. Okay. But yeah, I think, and I'm sorry, but if that would have been a man talking to young kids like that in the women's group or in any group, there would be a whole different issue we'd be talking about. I have zero interest in speaking to anyone on the internet under the age of 18, heck, even 21. I hear ya. But she was doing this with most of her women's chat group was 13 to 15. There was one younger that I believe was even younger than 13. I believe they said he was 12. Yeah, parents do to me, yeah, because my kids won't be in any chat group. Nope. Yeah, he did a lot for her. He was online a lot. Yeah. If it was a man, he'd be in jail. You're right. 4 years. And she's going to say it was one day, one time. No, he's got messages to prove it. And it's back and forth. You can tell that he's not lying and messing with the messages. You can tell. Whereas she did. She heavily edited that video, so you only seen the little part she wanted you to show. But in this live, I showed the entirety where she was asking him what he wanted. Yeah, you send my son some woman's grown stuff, we're gonna have issues. Yeah, I'd be calling the police. Sorry. Uh, a child setting up for fucking social media. Yeah, and she for that 4 years, she had all those viral tweets and all that, got all that popularity because of him, his videos. Yeah, he even edited her thumbnails for YouTube. I want to see. I want to check and see because, like I said, truth is starting to come out about her. So, Europe's lowest age of consent is 14, which applies in countries including Austria, Italy, Germany, and Portugal, Aruba, Honduras, Costa Rica. Wow. Well, he was 13 when he started with her. Yeah, grooming and child labor. She never actually paid that kid a dime, but yet she made tons of money off him. What is going on with this? Why did that go? Okay. I just said, oh, it won't let me. I was, what the heck? Oh, this iPad, I'm ready to shoot it. Let me close out and go back in. I want to see where her followers are at. Why is this thing locked? Oh, it's driving me nuts. Let me go into something else. Maybe it'll do it that way. I'm going to plug it. It will not release this. Cool. Oh, that's why I had it on pause. No. No. Alright, what is going on here? I wanted to see what if she's lost viewers. But my iPad's not cooperating. Yeah, I hit my iPad today too. Let me see if I can bring it up on here. I want to see how many followers she has to this day. I'm going to go to her blog. She has a couple different YouTube channels. Okay. Um, she's got 3.4 mil on her Colleen vlogs. Let's see when she uploaded last. Hmm. She hasn't done a live in 3 years, according to this. Oh, she um, uploaded 12 days ago. She's had a big audition 13 days ago showing her twins. So she's still very active on the Colleen blogs. Hmm. I'm. I wish I could say I'm surprised. People will still sub her. Hmm. But yeah, she's got a lot of followers. Hmm. That's crazy. That's crazy. And she's still uploading content. Insane. Insane. It's a very hard fight, even here in the U.S., to battle age of consent laws. Unfortunately, the U.S., some states still have it low. At one point, UK was 12 for a girl, 14 for a boy. Now it's 16. Wow. I'd have never guessed that. Wow. That's crazy. Hey, let's be honest. There's a sound in the background. Yeah, the thing that gets me is parents did know, but I don't think they understood or got that it would be, that it was the way it was. I mean, a fan sound? Huh. Anybody else hearing a fan sound? I don't know. Alright, well, let me take myself off. It might be this. Let me remove that from the screen. There. Is it better? But anyway, I've been on here a long time. Yeah, she's an outright liar. His parents shouldn't have been letting him sit online all those hours every day and put him in sports for kids. Yeah, I air conditioning or something. I'm in my own. Whoa! Oh, I just broke my iPad. I'm in my room and there's nothing on in here. It might be that I've just been on so long. I don't know. Restream's been messing up all day. But I'm gonna play my outro and I can't see the rest of it. I just dropped my phone. So I hope I didn't break my iPad. No, it didn't break. Something's running. Huh. That's weird. Hmm. I was having trouble with it in the beginning too. And then I had to keep resetting it and it finally played right. Yeah, he was obviously searching for acceptance. Yeah. It's just a. But I'm going to do a part two of this because there's a lot more to go over. Um, and I've been on here a long time, and I thank everybody for coming in. Do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. I do have channel memberships, um, but I'll play my exit. And again, guys, thanks for hanging out with me for so long. But I'll be doing part two probably tomorrow. let's be honest. Don't ever think that. No, I appreciate the feedback. Really, I do. You're not being rude at all. Yeah, it's in a triple digit. It's over 100. It feels like it's over 100 degrees here today. It's really hot today. Muggy, 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 muggy. Well, guys, I thank you so much for joining me. Again, we'll see you next time with part 2 of this because there's a lot more. Thanks for hanging out, guys.